All right, welcome everybody. Hello. That's right, I'm live. My name is Kem Richard. We're live at twitch.tv/Kem Richard. Also on youtube.com/Kem Richard, probably. Welcome. Hello, Grim. Hello, J Grind. Hello, Arenagath and Dubac and T Jackson, Avalanche, Nerf Herder, and Hobgoblin Zupa. Welcome, Evie. Hi, everybody. Huffington. All you can eat Huffy. Welcome. So, hello. Hopefully everyone is doing well. Yeah, sorry I wasn't on yesterday's stream. Because I thought about stuff that I needed to do with the race car thing over the weekend, and some stuff you can't do on weekends. You know, I needed to get to some things, which I'll talk about here in a sec, for the race car project. I got to work from home today because of the bad weather. You know, I worked in IT for a very, very long time, and it was rare. It was rare that I got to work from home. If anything, it was because of inclement weather. But yeah, just like based on what I was doing, which was, military IT stuff, yeah, I couldn't work from home for a lot. I am not here in body or in mind. Speaking of body, hello, Tila. Tila, that's cool that you got yourself a gaming PC. I couldn't imagine what it would be like to, just be on Twitch. I mean, to be fair, I watch a lot of Twitch on my phone. I have a tablet that's in my kitchen. I'll sometimes throw Twitch on, but yeah. Oh, what's this? What is this? Hold on.
Asked me. Here we are again. It's now a different
We're being
month.
raided as well.
It's weird being here again after such a butt-sniffing time. Fun fact, nipples. Anyway, chat, have a fun time and sniff butts hard.
Thank you. All right, welcome.
As the cosmic calendar shifts, we find ourselves entwined in a new chapter of this galactic soap opera. Adventures await, even in the oddest of times, where stellar fun facts and peculiar habits abound. Engage the engines, embrace the chaos, and sniff out excitement.
Okay. All right. Well, welcome everybody. Hey, Tangent, thank you so much for the raid, man. Yeah, sorry. I have a couple like special, the Tangent alerts and things, but thank you, Evie. And Tangent doing Helldivers too. I want to check out the new update that's supposed to be, it's like in the jungles and stuff. I haven't checked it out yet. Or hold on. Let me finish something here. Because Mammon sent me a new version of one of my animated emotes, and I forgot to upload. I actually literally downloaded it, and then was supposed to upload it, and got distracted for whatever reason. All right, let's upload this. Hopefully that'll be okay. All right, very good. It should be working here in just a moment. But thank you so much. Welcome, Tough Necks. Yeah, it's like I said, I like Helldivers too. I missed the whole Earth campaign though. You know, the Super Earth campaign where that one alien faction, is attacking Earth directly. I felt so dumb because I watched a bunch of people play it, and I was like, oh yeah, I should probably get in on this. And by the time I finally reinstalled the game and tried to jump in, it was already over, and I was like, oh man, kind of missed out on that. Don't get your hopes up about the chainsaw. Oh, is it not good? Mostly the minigun, or what do they call it? What does Helldivers call it? The chain gun or something? T-Jax, we can't call it that anymore, okay? Come on. Let's see. Yeah, baby steps the game, that's right. But why is the chainsaw not good? But the big thing is, it's like, yeah, I wanted to get my my minigun on in the jungle, probably inspired by Predator. What do they call it? Like the Raider cannon or something like that? Okay, let's see here. Pull this up here, pull this up here, pull this up here. All right, that looks very good. All right, so like I said, sorry I was out yesterday. We are going to be doing some more, I guess, more baby steps as part of the funding goal. Although it looks like, hold on, it looks like my funding goal thing. Where's my... Oh, I think it deleted itself. Refresh. Oh, there it goes. Okay, so yeah. Anyways, we're struggling through baby steps and raising funds for my racing team effort. I'm kind of a rookie racer, I guess you could say, and kind of an indie racing league. Well, not indie. They're fairly well known. It's a Champ Car series, so I'm actually doing some not sim racing. I'm actually doing real world racing. So here in about a little less than 4 weeks, I have a race at Sebring Speedway, I think it's called, or Sebring International. The enemies have countermeasures to the melee weapon called guns, and if it's something big, really heavy kicks. Okay, what's the new gun though? The minigun. I'm sure it's probably one of those things where they, just to make it where it's not like overly awesome, they probably make it where it's actually not that powerful. It's got a high rate of fire. I like machine guns in the game. Sometimes they feel kind of ineffective, but I actually really like them, like just because I like a lot of daka. Hey, Hankin, I've got, well, I guess I'll just tell you right now, I was talking to a certain someone at a certain company, and they approved a request that I'd made to see if we can get you some goodies, so... for the things, the secret things that we haven't announced just yet. Well, sort of, not really, anyways. But yeah. So I was just talking to them earlier today, Hankin. So some more good news coming your way soon. Yeah. Looking for group. I think that's what that stands for. Yeah. Let's go. Let's fart and go. All right, here we go. Let's click on this. Click on this. Let's see. That's ooh. Hold on. Oh, yeah, the Twitch recaps came out. Oh, my. Let's see. There is that. Gosh. Gusting for Lou. That's right, TL. Okay, sorry, I know things. I literally just went live 13 minutes ago, so for the literally hundreds of people that came in just now as part of the raid, my apologies. My name is Captain Richard. I do stream a bit of variety here and there. Sometimes I stream the same games that Tangent does as well. Chat's been wondering, yeah, I guess we were not supposed to announce the engagement. Oh, I might have spoiled the secret about Hankin and I. Whoops. We're eloping. Or he's a hankening, I'm a doping, yeah. So, yeah. All right, well, anyways, let's do this. I do kind of want to get the ball rolling because something that I've been wanting to do, and something that, honestly, and it's very humbling, that people have told me I should pursue, is maybe trying to get into voice acting. No, but tonight, was it tonight, tomorrow, and Thursday? Today, yeah, today's Tuesday, right? I'm actually going to be taking some voice acting classes, some seminars on getting into voice acting, particularly for video games and things. So the next few days of streams will be a little shorter, just hopefully still fun, but a little shorter. So that's why I can't get too distracted. You're my number one. Yeah, whenever I see you, I make myself go number 3, or maybe number 2, depending on how much chili I ate. I almost ate chili for lunch today, but then I talked myself out of it. Oh gosh, also, yeah, dude, this whole race car project is awesome. It's fun, but golly, man. I was up until, I think, 4 a.m. last night, just trying to find all the parts and stuff that I need for it. I finally found a company. Yeah, let's see. I found a company based in Germany. I was trying to find, like an oil cooler, a DSG cooler for my car, and I couldn't find any companies in the United States that actually carried some racing-specific parts, or racing parts specifically for my vehicle. And so randomly, this guy that I know through the Champ Car, racing community hit me up. He's like, "Hey man, I'm emptying out my garage. I got some spare brakes and stuff. Do you want them?" I was like, yeah, that'd be great. And I told him, it's like, yeah, the craziest thing though is I'm still trying to find a DSG cooler for my car. And DSG is a direct shift gearbox, dual clutch, double clutch, whatever you want to call it, which my car has. And he's like, oh, there's a company that called Bartech. They have one. I was like, no way, really? Oh yeah, hey look, there's still 20% off for Bartech, which I did get. And he was like, I remember I was like, dude, really? Because I've been searching for months and nobody in this country has them. It's like, yeah, try going to the the country where the car was made, Germany, and go look there. And sure enough, yeah, he was able to get me pointed in the direction of this company, Bartech, which is auf Deutsch. They are a German company, and sure enough, they do. They actually have a DSG racing, like a racing grade fluid cooler for a double clutch transmission. It's for taxes. Yeah, so anyways, of course a lot of the funding that came in, it was raised over $1,800 so far, which is fantastic. Thank you so much for that. A large chunk of it went to getting both a transmission cooler, where is it? The transmission cooler. Where's the oil cooler? Oh, basically I bought an oil cooler as well. Kind of looks like this. It's basically, it just routes it from like the inside the engine bay to a radiator that sits either in front of your radiator, like your primary radiator or condenser, whatever. The condenser in my car has been taken out. It basically sits there and it routes all the super hot fluid through a radiator, which cools it down, then sends it back, and it helps lower the temperature. So it can lower it about, I think it was like 20 degrees, which is awesome. So yeah, getting some more steps in and baby steps. Will they actually ship here now? Well, that's where it was a bit painful, because yeah, shipping over here, it was something like a 19% added tariff tax or something like that. And I was like, golly, really? But it was Black Friday, so I was able to get, they were doing 20% off. So I was like, okay, well, it kind of evens out after, you know, the new tariff prices and things for shipping to the U.S. The 20% for Black Friday kind of offset it. So getting, oh yeah, where was it? There's a cooling system. They had a really high-end cooling system, and I was like, yeah, I can't really afford that right now. But let's see. So yeah, they've got this crazy like $2,000 DSG cooler, you know, for really high-end applications, but you know, kind of on a kind of a lower budget. So anyways, basically, yeah, I got these two kits right here. And then it was like 20% off, but then of course the tax tariff stuff. So it was about $700 to get one of these and an oil cooler and a couple extra brackets and things. So can you imagine? God, it's just $700. That doesn't. That's these look reasonably easy to install, but still, I mean, golly. It's like I said, 700. Plus, it's not going to be here for another week or two. So hopefully I can get it installed before the race at the end of December. Wow, we're getting 2 raids today. Also, why are my alerts not working? Hold on, because we already had one big raid today, and now we have another one. Let's see, alert box? Refresh. I don't know why my alerts aren't working. I think my alerts have died for today. Hold on. Let's take a look here, take a look here. Take a look all over there. Hey, Gatos, thank you for tuning in over on the YouTube side. Hold on. Let me see. I had a bunch of software updates. It was so weird. Everything was fine. Then I always reboot my computers before I go live, and then just had like 2 or 3 different programs that needed software updates. Yeah, let me see why my alerts aren't working. So, anyways, long story short, yeah, just know that the funding that we're raising is going for parts. Whenever you add the term racing to anything automotive based, it's like, oh, okay, price just goes. You know, it's because this is a specialist piece that only fits on like certain cars, and it just so happens like the car that I have will, you know, kind of needs those specialized parts, which is a bit unfortunate. But yeah, so yeah, the transmission cooler for racing and the oil cooler for racing and some brackets, $700 shipped. Whew, that's a bit steep, man, but I need it. It's very, very important for the kind of racing that I'm going to be doing, both at the end of December and in April. There we go. Now it looks like they're working. Welcome everybody from the raids, by the way.
Congrats on being my most watched Twitcher.
Also,
oh
yeah.
What about the tariffs? Everyone knows the consumer will get so very rich from the tariffs.
That remains to be seen. What is it? There were like Pumpkinhead was talking about giving everyone $2,000 just because. It's like, okay, well, when's that gonna happen? Okay, hold on. Let's see here. Why? I'm trying to figure out why my alerts are being weird, but it looks like they are working now. So let's do this. Here we go. Dread Captain James. Yeah, thank you for the raids, by the way, everybody. Welcome to the channel. Sorry, I just went live about 20 minutes ago. So. All right, welcome. Hello again. My name is Captain Richard.
Let me go over there. Get him!
Avalanche Mattress says I won't say no to 2K. Yeah, I mean, what was it? We got those COVID checks at one point. And chat, sorry I was in ad jail. Hope your day's going well. It's going well, Dread Captain James. You know, like I said, I got this race car project that's been chewing up a lot of my my mental power, I guess you could say. Well, let me see if I can pull up a small photo here. I did hire a photographer. Let's do this. Yeah, I did hire a photographer, so I should have some, you know, definitely some photos, videos. Henkin is gonna help me stream some stuff. So yeah, I race a Volkswagen, basically a Golf. It's a Volkswagen R32 in the Champ Car series in C class, which is the most popular class, which is not good if you're terrible and want to actually get on the podium. So I gotta somehow switch this down to like a tiny, I don't know, like a Duracell battery based motor so I can race in F class. Yeah, that's prime poop box money. Yeah, Avalanche, dude, that Sonic. If I thought that like I could make that the project car for next year, that would be a good candidate. You're right. It's a 2012. It doesn't have that high of a mileage. It already has a manual in it. Oh, Manchu, thank you for gifting a sub to Dread Captain James. Yeah. Okay, all right, Talon, thank you for coming by as part of the raid. Appreciate that, buddy. Feel free to come back anytime. And tell Dread Captain James, yar, matey, you'll be a fine captain, yar. Cappy installed a black leather couch in the back seat. That's my casting couch, yeah, where people can audition to be a driver. That sucks. I did have one of the drivers pull out, unfortunately. So yeah, I still gotta hire find a couple drivers, because this is an endurance race, and what endurance racing means is that instead of only being like, 2 hours or 3 hours, it's 14 hours. Imagine driving your car as fast as humanly possible and doing that for 14 hours straight. Well, the average person can't do that by themselves. You have to have additional co-drivers, so to speak. So typically for a race like this, they require a minimum of 3 drivers. Most people run 4, 3 or 4, depending on how I don't know, good they are at not dying, I guess you could say. I saw that, Sonic, and immediately thought of you. Yeah, dude. Yeah, but I've still got stuff that I haven't told everybody about, as far as all the stuff and all the September things. You're going to stream it? Yes. Yeah. So it's I've got the GoPro now. I've got the 5G wireless hotspot to install in the car. I've got antennas, like the 5G antennas. So hopefully, the only thing I haven't done yet is I haven't driven to Sebring, Florida, to see if I can get good 5G reception there. So hopefully, like I said, there's a lot of people who do amateur racing who stream from their cars, and so there's a community to reach out to. But yeah, for nothing. Goonie says, I hate pulling out. Captain Richard, the race car driver. I knew this guy named Jerry. Jerry was a race car driver. I don't know if anyone gets that reference. The premise sucks. Okay, click on this. I'm gonna help stream, but I'm expecting Ricky Bobby moment. Cap gonna get tired and go for a chicken sandwich and I'll take over. Yeah, maybe, Hankin, maybe. I was still, yeah, like I said, if you think your buddy would still be interested, please have him reach out to me on Discord. He said hi on Twitch, but then I haven't heard from him since. But that's okay. Like I said, we had 3 drivers with a potential 4th, but yeah, one guy dropped out because he's gonna be going out of town. Thankfully, this race is not going to be at the end of December like it has been for the past, I don't know, 3 years. Next year it's going to be in September, which is going to be a little easier. Maybe do some racing during the subathon. So that's going to be nice. But anyways, yeah, so yesterday I was out because I was working on car stuff. Got the oil cooler, I got some hood vents. Talked to my mechanic for a while. He says he thinks he should have everything done by next week if all of the parts get in time. I imagine they probably have something a Sebring, since the professional teams are so crazy about monitoring and gathering data. That's a good point, Dishes. I hadn't really thought about that. Because again, I did get a 5G hotspot, that can take 5G antennas. So I've got the setup. The only thing that I can't control is how good the reception is. But yeah, you're probably right about that. I hadn't thought about the fact that, yeah, I mean, they do professional auto racing at Sebring, which is one of the country's oldest and most popular racetracks. So yeah, it's also one of the toughest too. I actually have raced on it, driven on it before a couple times. Is the 4th driver as a backup? Like Le Mans runs with 3s, as I remember it. Well, the concept is like we're all amateurs, right? I mean, there's people who are pro drivers that they can drive just balls to the wall for 2 hours straight, and then you take turns or do whatever. But this is like kind of like an amateur league, so it's called the Champ Car Series. So they for shorter races they're only 7 or 8 hours. You can get by with 2. But they mandatory make you have 3 for the longer races, and then typically for something like this, yeah, you'd have 4 guys, because I mean a lot of us are just like the weekend warrior types, right? So I mean I gotta be honest, man. I gotta exercise more. My cardio is terrible, and it's a very, very intense upper body workout. I mean your legs are doing work too, but it's your upper body is doing most of the work. So yeah, it just gets very tiring. It's an endurance sport. So. Almost guarantee they either have a dedicated tower on site or a DAS installed around the track. Yeah, I hope so. Because I was hoping to use my Google Fi, because my Google Fi plan includes, adding a hotspot to my plan. But the 5G hotspot, one of the best ones you can get right now, it's a Netgear Nighthawk M7 Pro. It was normally they're like $300-$400. I got it for $180 because I bought a certified refurb unit. It seems to work just fine, but yeah, the only thing I can't control is the reception. But other people have streamed from Sebring, and it kind of works. I think the most I'll be able to stream at is 720p though. I don't expect a 4K stream out of my car. Could I do like at least a 1080 stream? Sure, but I'd have to get better equipment. Because my streaming setup is going to be roughly around the, I don't know, like $700 setup, you know, for everything. Most professional streaming solutions cost thousands of dollars. Like when you see in-car streams from actual race cars, I mean, those setups cost thousands and thousands of dollars because, well, you know, it's a very robust system to be able to communicate wirelessly. AT&T hotspot, yeah. So, you know, Google Fi just uses whatever's the strongest network in any given area, but I did have to sign up for a hotspot plan with AT&T. I got a business line, so hopefully it should be very consistent. But yeah, it's just, it all boils down to what the reception will be like out there. But that's a good point. You know, I honestly really hadn't thought about the fact that, you know, they probably have extra towers there because IMSA races there, FIA WEC races there. They've got, what was it, the Fanatec series races there, Gran Turismo stuff. So, yeah, they probably got some towers in there. They probably got some towers up in there, yeah. All right, let's see, what else are we going to talk about? What else can I tell people to waste people's time? Let's see. Oh yeah, one of these. Yeah, I got a universal 13-row oil cooler, and that's in euros. So add about like 10% to that or whatever the difference is. Okay, clicking on that. So yeah, but anyways, yeah. So we're gonna do some more baby steps today. I did reach out to Mammon, but I haven't heard back from Mammon yet. IndyCar has their testing at Sebring. Oh, hello, Elsinore. Thank you for saying hi. Over on the YouTube side. According to AT&T coverage map, 5G coverage is good at Sebring. Really? Where did you see that? Yeah, like I said, I've never been on AT&T previously. I'm on Google Fi now, but before that I was, I've been on Verizon and T-Mobile and Metro, PCS, which was later bought out by, they were bought out by T-Mobile as well. Yeah, where do you see that? That I'd actually kind of like to see. AT&T 5G coverage map. Okay, here we go. Wireless coverage map. Okay, let's take a look here. All right, so for those of you who don't live in the United States of America, I live in the United States of America. So let's see. So if you go down to America's penis, which is, they have 5G plus. Yeah, so dark blue is 5G plus. Yeah, so you're right. So this is Sebring right here. And the racetrack is somewhere like somewhere around here, I want to say. Is this it? Yeah, I think this is it right here. Because the racetrack is right by an airport. So yeah, so it's in the 5G plus area. So what's really amusing, if not terrible, is the fact that I actually get really bad AT&T reception in my own neighborhood. So yeah, I'm over in the Tampa area. Yeah, this place right here. So yeah, although it says dark blue, for some reason I just have not been getting good AT&T service here. Because again, I'm gonna have to do some test streams, so hopefully you guys will be willing to help me with that by simply, I don't know, yelling at me and telling me to stop streaming while driving. Yeah. Google Fi is just T-Mobile's network, but I understand they run on a couple different networks. I was on AT&T like 12 years ago. Google Fi was an upgrade in every way. Yeah, I know they use T-Mobile, but I think depending on the area, they can also use Verizon and AT&T, maybe? Sebring is one of the big testing / warm-up races for Le Mans. Okay, cool. Well, that's where I'll be. And like I said, I've actually raced on it before, so I kind of know the track. Kind of. Chat, wish me luck. Also, who wants to be my next of kin? All right, well, anyways, what time is it now? It's 4:42. Let's do this. Let's get into some baby steps for today, because, again, I'm actually going to be jumping off a little early today, tomorrow, and Thursday, because finally I'm moving forward on trying to potentially do voice acting for video games. So I'm taking some voice acting classes. So, finally, right? Yeah, people have always told me I have a great face for radio. And, yeah, well, so, anyways. All right, let's see. So it's an MVNO. Who did the what now? Sebring, more like Lakebring. Hardy har har. Okay, well, anyways, yeah, let's check out my streamer recap. All right, so I streamed 1,750 hours, and typically what's considered a full-time job is about 2,048 hours, so I was definitely slacking this year. You know, because what is it? It's about, when you factor hours and salary and that kind of thing, usually 2,048 hours is considered a full-time job, more or less. Yeah, so moving sideways, hopefully not. I streamed 286 times. Now remember, this doesn't include December. I don't know why they do this at the beginning of December when they should do it at the end of December, unless they count the end of December from last year. Probably, maybe. I did 286 streams, but I did only 275 distinct days, and you guys watched a little over 589,000 hours worth of this wretched channel. this terrible place here. But you're my 5th watch streamer. Look, how do I get on the podium next year, Formula? What can I do different to get on that top 3 spot? Maybe not be terrible, like I was just saying. Thank you, Butts. Like, yeah, for anyone who watched even like an hour of the stream, thank you, man. It's nice to have the company. My top categories, in which I was one of the top 10% of streamers for all games, was number 1 was Dune Awakening. I streamed Dune Awakening for about a month straight, and it's extremely rare that I ever stream a game, you know, that long these days. But yeah, we had a good time in Dune Awakening, and there's still more to do. I just don't know if I'll be able to jump in there anytime soon. Phallus has made it to 2nd place on mine. Ooh, so you're saying I went number 2 on your list. All right, cool. Yeah, thank you, everybody. So yeah, I streamed a lot of No Man's Sky, and then Kingdom Come, Deliverance 1 and 2, Stalker 2. I played all these games, although I still need to play the DLCs. There's 2 DLCs, including the last one, and purportedly, this may be the last time we see Tom McKay as Henry of Skalitz. How does it determine top categories? Probably my combined average viewership. This is not my watcher recap, this is my streamer recap. So you can see community, viewer, what have you. But yeah, so this is me as a streamer. Looks like my top stream for the last year reached a max of 7,000 viewers, so that's probably pretty good. I think that's probably one of the No Man's Sky Twitch tops. My top tags that were used were no spoilers, comedy, and English. Haha. Let's see. People typed in my chat 432,000 times. That's a lot. That's a lot of chatting. Is it cross multiplication between viewers and hours? I mean, they kind of have an individual breakdown of everything, but if you're talking about for my categories, it's probably just the categories of which I had the highest viewership for as long as I streamed them. So if I had, say, like 10,000 cumulative viewers in a year, that's, you know, that's not bad. But if it's 10,000 cumulative viewers in a month, that's a lot better, right? Because you're talking about, instead of 10,000 as an average spread across an entire year, you're doing it as a month, a week, a day. But so I'm assuming whatever algorithm that they use for determining this, this seems pretty accurate to me, because I streamed a lot of Dune Awakening, and a pretty good I don't know, assortment of folks came out for that. Same thing with like No Man's Sky. We come back for their major releases. We also do Twitch drops, and then Kingdom Come. I guess I don't know. I guess for these 2 games, I guess maybe it was just time streamed, maybe something like that. Why is there a goat in there? That's the goat from Goat Simulator. Yeah, so they just make references to other games in some of their branding and things. But yeah, like here's a CRT monitor. Who uses CRT monitors anymore? How many lizard Tangias? I could probably look that up on Tangia's website. Let's see, top tags, top channel emotes. So I kind of want to redo the Rad V Dance one. Yeah, you see it's a little bit on the glitchy side. I'd like to recreate that one, maybe get a little bit of a cleaner edit. But yeah, these were my top used emotes. Surprisingly, Rad Lizard, I guess because it came later in the year, it took 5th place overall. Sorry, I was very thirsty. I had Henkin brought me some leftover Thanksgiving turkey, which is good. I was a little on the it's pretty heavily seasoned, but it's good though. Blarf, yummy. All right, your biggest fans. Oh, all right. Well, shout out to Scott Tidio, Guahir, Dubak51, Stinky Diaper, Matt Rodeo, Avalanche Master, Code Dude, Evie, and Nvidia. Yeah, thanks guys. You were my most watched watchers. Wait, yes. I guess the people who hung out here the longest. So I think lizards will stampede. I have pictures of lizards on my phone because my house is covered in them all the time. They're all over the place. So, yeah. Oh, speaking of which, yeah. Lizard. 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 Boo! Lizard. 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 Yeah. Did you ever play this song very loud in your house? Of course. Absolutely. No, like I said, I got lizards all over the place. Every time I see them now, I think of Twitch chat. So, hold on, let me see if I can pull up a recent one here. Like I said, I haven't seen the iguana that took up residence in my front yard. Let's see, this should be a good enough one. Here we go. Let's see if I can pull this up real quick. Yeah, so, I mean, yeah, you know, just like I said, I got these, I took this picture, I think, just yesterday. Yeah, so I got these big lizards. This is a gecko. I think it's probably just a common house gecko, but yeah, I mean, we got all sorts of lizards all over my place. But yeah, like I said, there was a little baby iguana that was living in my front bushes. I haven't seen that guy for a while, so hopefully a cat or a raccoon didn't eat him. So, yeah, but anyways, like I said, I live in Florida, man. This is, we can't stop here. This is lizard country. Ah. All right. Alright, see, I did 9 group stuff streams. I did 9 lemon parties with other streamers. Top collaborators was that time I did a co-stream with Muckluck and Loco for a sponsored segment. We received 318 raids. That's a lot of raids, man. Think about that. That's more raids than days I've streamed this year. It's lit. I like that pic you posted in Discord a week or two of that tiny lizard that was in the bathroom. Yeah, some of the smaller lizards get inside the house, so, you know, I gotta catch them and let them back outside. And I try to make sure I don't hurt them. I've kind of learned how to capture them without injuring them. You know, typically you've probably heard of like geckos or anoles or anoles. They lose their tails, right? And they do grow back, but it's still not a pleasant experience for the lizard. So I've kind of figured out how lizards work for the most part to be able to capture them. Thing is, lizards are very fast, right? They have basically, they can do a burst of speed, a burst of energy, but they can't do that for very long because they just get tired and then they start to kind of slow down. And it's at that point where you can kind of coax them onto your hand or onto like a little something, and then, you know, eventually they just kind of resign to their fate. They're like, and then you just let them outside, and eventually they'll just crawl away on their own. Definitely doesn't eat them, not all of them, anyways. But yeah, you know, you just kind of learn how lizards operate. So yeah, just being very careful. You never want to try to grab a lizard. That's one of the things. You could break its legs. You could, you know, cut its tail off, smush its face, you know, lick them or something like that. But yeah, if you just try to capture them, they'll be very quick for a while, but after a while they kind of slow down because in like the Wild Kingdom, they use that burst of speed to get away from prey or predators that are very quick, like a bird, hawks or something, because they can pew and then go find some place to hide. But if they have no place to hide, like I said, they eventually run out of energy. Plus, normally, you know, your hands are pretty warm, right? Lizards love warmth because I believe they're, what is it, endothermic? I think that's one where they absorb their body heat as opposed to making it like we do because they're cold-blooded. So yeah, once you actually get them on the hand, you'll find that they'll tend to calm down a little bit and they'll sit very low on your hand because they like the warmth. And they're like, okay, I guess I'm not getting eaten and this is warm, so maybe it's not that bad, you know? And then eventually just, you know, sometimes when I capture them, I'll have to like poke them a little bit to get them off my hand because they don't want to leave. They're tired and they like the warmth. But yeah, so I'll never forget. One of the lizards was in my backyard for a very, very long time. That guy would actually eat out of my hand. I would just put like little mealworms or little you know, noodly bits in my hand. He would actually jump onto my hand and eat the things, then like jump away. So I haven't seen that guy in a while. He's probably like raccoon poop at this point. But yeah. When I was a little Floridian, I would squeeze their sides a bit, and they would open their mouths, and you could wear them like rings. Golly. All right, so Derek Kim James, who actually rated us earlier today. Thank you, James, again for that. HC Vertigo and Tangent, and we've rated 268 times, which is, I I think I streamed, what, 270 something times? So almost every single stream we've tried to raid someone. Raided Henkin 33 times, Verity 24 times, Bella Curie 23 times. People have been making clips. Yeah, people have been clipping all sorts of clippy clips, and yeah, lots of new subscribers, hype trains, followers, all sorts of stuff. People have spent 34.3 million channel points, and I got a new badge. So that's so funny. You just like hang them from your ears, yeah, because they bite on, they don't let go. They're just like, well, if I'm going out, I'm taking you with me. Oh, what was that top clip? It's the one. I forget who did this one. Let's see here. Oh, wait, hold on. I gotta get my audio up and running here. Give me a sec. Hold on, let's see. Alright, there is that. Okay, there it goes. Oh yeah, it was this clip. Hold on. It was this clip right here.
What a nice
Yeah, man, I never thought I'd be a sword swallower. I thought that was just while I was experimenting in college. God, that's terrible. So, yeah. So anyways, yeah, thank you everybody for coming to hang out with me on the Twitch. And yeah, so total, yeah, like I said, recap. Almost 7,500 new followers this year, just shy of 600,000 total hours watched. 3,700 new subscribers, a lot of gifted subs, of course. But yeah, 286 streams over the past year. So, let's see. I try to have a tab open for both. Oh, thank you, Alcinor. I appreciate that, man. It's very, very helpful. So, yeah, alrighty. Well, yeah, I guess that's that. So, like I said, I do have to jump off a little early today, in about 2 hours. So let's see if we can get into some baby steps. Let me do this. Have we heard back from Mammon yet? Alrighty. Okay, cool. Hey, I just saw my notes here about 4 minutes ago. I just got a review copy for a game called Routine, which I was hoping to get. Hold on. Let's see. You guys want to see what game this is? It was one of the games that was unveiled at like Summer Game Fest, I want to say. Let's see. Hold on. Let's pull this up. Yeah, I just got a review copy sent in. So let's pull the before we get into some baby steps. Okay, let me see if I can pull this up here. Okay, so this is a sci-fi horror game. This is a sci-fi horror game called Routine. It says, Routine is a first-person sci-fi horror set on an abandoned lunar base designed around an 80s vision of the future. Explore and investigate your surroundings as you survive against unknown threats. So, yeah, it's a sci-fi horror game. And again, I still need to finish Chronos. I still haven't gotten around to that other game that came out. What was it called? Like Raw Doggin or something like that. No, I can see Gatos. Yeah, I can see your YouTube chat and stuff. So, yeah, let's check this out. Here is the trailer for one of the trailers for Routine. So, I can't stream this today, but I can on the 4th, which I believe is Thursday. So, here we go. Ugh, this is gonna be creepy. Golly. Ugh. Okay, yeah, this is a space horror game called Routine. And yeah, like I was saying, I actually literally just a couple minutes ago I was sent a review copy of it, so that way I can stream it on launch day. So yeah, I plan on us streaming some Routine when it comes out. Ooh la la. Oh, I should put this on my wish list. Probably helps them out. Let's watch it. Oh yeah, so that was one of the trailers, but yeah, it's supposed to be kind of like a 1980s vision of the future. So stuff might look a little kind of like clunky-ish, and we probably still have a lot of like CRT monitors and things. Are you checking out Hybe Scum 2 FAP for Warhammer 40k? Is that the new Darktide character? You know, I never really got into Darktide. You know, you would have thought as much as I like Warhammer 40k stuff, I would have jumped into it more, but I don't know if I even ever streamed that game. Yeah, it probably just came out at a time where there's just a lot of games. Oh, I had nose candy. Oh, whoops. Sorry. Okay, well, yeah, so yeah, this one has been on my radar for a while, and so I'm very much looking forward to it. You know me, I like creepy space stuff. Never mind, this is a lot of nope for me. Well, Gatos, yeah. You know, sometimes it's easier to watch other people play spooky games, right? Yeah. As a huge Left 4 Dead fan, love Darktide. Yeah, it's weird. I played Vermintide, I've played Left 4 Dead, and I've played, Toxic Commando should be coming out soon. That's kind of like a Left 4 Dead-ish kind of game as well. But yeah, I just never ended up streaming Darktide. Yeah. By the way, Kev, for you and all the car fans, the Jag boss has been fired. You mean Jaguar's the car? Oh yeah, I don't know if you saw it, Redbrook, but yeah, I was telling people I was out yesterday because I was doing more race car stuff. Yesterday, I think I spent about $1,000 on race car parts. So, like I said, thank you for the fundraiser. You know, everyone's been chipping in. Did you see the pictures of the new Jaguar? Well, let's get into baby steps. I probably shouldn't delay because, like I said, I gotta jump off a little early today. It's just for 3 days. Like I said, unfortunately, the timing didn't work out for these classes. They're all in the evenings because I guess they figure it's some people have day jobs during the day, but I stream in the evenings. So let's do this. Okay. Yeah, if you missed it, we did give away a copy of World of Warcraft Midnight Epic Edition. Like I said, I'll have another one to give away. Probably, I don't know, maybe we'll probably do this via Twitter again. God, we had almost 1,000 entries, which is awesome. Sorry, I didn't mean to delay the wobbly. I know. I just needed to, you know how me. If you let me, I'll just gab for a couple hours, and people, kind of probably want to see some more gaming, I guess. Wait, you have a day job again? No, I mean for other people who do. You know, sometimes people do classes in the evening because it's easier for normies. No, it's just people who have day jobs, or school or whatever. But I stream in the evenings, so which I prefer, man. I'm not a morning person. In fact, like I said, I didn't go to bed until almost 4 a.m. last night, and that's on me. But yeah, if I seem a little bleary-eyed, that's why. Ugh. All right, let's do this. Let's go ahead and jump into that. So yeah, covered the race car updates, covered the Twitch recap, talked about Routine, talked about World of Warcraft. You know me, I'm not a prolific WoW streamer, but we'll probably every time they have a new launch, we'll probably check it out for at least a day or two. Because I played WoW for a long time, but man, I just don't have a lot of time for MMOs anymore. I come here for the gab more than the gaming. What about the feet pics? Are you going to check out Marvel Invasions 2? I thought about it. They did send me an email, I think yesterday, or was it today? I was thinking about it. It looks like it's fun. It looks fun. Chad, thank you for the 5 months. All right, let's go ahead and do this. Let me reach out, see if Mammon is going to be joining us today or not. Actually, before I do anything, let me redeem my Steam key for Routine. That makes me happy that it came in. Okay, let's see. Activate a product on the Steams. Okay, cool. Yeah, so today, well, I don't want to finish baby steps without Mammon, but he hasn't responded to any of my messages or my massages. Hold on. Let's see. Just checking in again. Think you might be available today? Chad, thank you for gifting a sub to None Good Left. None Good Left was my 5th most watched streamer for me. So yeah. Well, there'll be lots of following today. Well, it's up to you guys. Remember, we are raising funds for the racing team effort, so as little as $5 will get you an opportunity to dick me over like there is no one's business. All right, here we go. Let's click on this, click on this, click on this. But yeah. So like I said, my time was kind of chewed up yesterday. Okay, here we go. Jumping back into baby steps. Actually, let me message someone. Hold on. All right, hopefully Mammon gets back to me. So, yeah, we're gonna try to take on the Manbreaker today. Yeah, the Manbreaker is probably the hardest climb you can do, well, potentially hardest climb you could do in the game. So let's do this. Let me make sure I'm in the right category. All right, let's see, live. Yeah, because I think even Mammon said that we were kind of close to the end of the game. It just depends on whether or not I actually want to try to successfully defeat the Manbreaker today. Baby stoops. Alright, there it is. Save. So yeah, this is, I guess it's one of the hardest climbs you can do in this game. We're going to see if we can defeat it. Hello, Kiri. Welcome. Let's see. Okay, here we go. So, let me see if I can connect to the server. It says disconnected from server. Hey, Zabak. Welcome, buddy. Let's see. Hold on. What am I doing schlong here? Okay, so there is that. All right, we've got my VPN up and running. Okay, I am connected to the server now. All right, so yeah, Baby Steps. Baby Steps is a game where you play as a 35-year-old kind of layabout basement shut-in who gets whisked away to some kind of almost like nature preserve type place where there's other hikers, you know, mountain hikers and guides. And then there's this gang of like anthropomorphic semi-nude donkey men. That's a true story. This isn't like a furry game or anything, but for some reason there's just like these like semi-nude donkey men running around that apparently are addicted to cigarettes. Well, some of them, anyways. You keep DCing Cap for me, watching you. I keep getting the 3000. I'm not dropping frames on my end, Gingy. Maybe try restarting your browser would fix it. All right, let's go ahead and continue. All right, so I am in. I'm in to win. We're off to a great start. So, let me do this. I'm gonna walk over here for a hot minute. Thank you for coming to hang out with me, by the way. I appreciate all the excellent patronage and all the raids and stuff for today. Wasn't expecting that on a Tuesday. I always assume if like I'm gone for just one day. I did stream on Saturday. I always assume that if I'm gone for one day, it's like, well, that's it for my whole streaming career. Yeah, just might as well take up knitting. Oh. Okay, so you can't. I might have to walk back a little further. Alright, so this Baby Steps is a walking simulator. Okay, so chat, I have to get to the top of this mountain. And the thing is somebody created a very, very obvious stairwell. I think it was a guy, Jim? Yeah, there's two humanoid hikers, or humans. One guy's name is Jim. He's kind of like a regular hiker from these parts. And then there's also Mike, who's kind of a newer guy, but he actually brought like the right gear. So chat, the whole thing is that I have to get to the top of this mountain. But Jim taunted us on the way in, saying that, you know, you'll never be able to make it hiking. You should just use the stairwell. In this realm, I guess people... Holy crap. Wildlife. Golly, I wasn't expecting that. Thank you, by the way. Hello, Guahir. Guahir, you were one of the most prolific viewers of this channel this year. So, But anyways, so the whole thing is, like, I could get to the top of this mountain in about 5 minutes using the stairs, maybe less. I have yet to successfully reach the top. I don't fancy the end of year stats this early. We still have a month left, but we're going to get them from everywhere. I know Spotify and I think YouTube does it too early. Moosey Geek, well, I was thinking about that, but the question then becomes, do they include the, say the stats come out on December 2nd, and then there's also, December 3rd through 31st. Do they take those metrics and append those to next year? Or do they just simply ignore, 3.5 weeks out of December just so they can get the stats out? I'd like to think that they do include the end of December from the prior year to come up with those figures. Maybe, maybe not. So, all right, chat. Well, in the interest of time, like I said, I don't know, Triple D, are you lurking? If you are, can you ask Mammon if he wants to join us? He doesn't have to. I mean, I don't know if I'll be able to beat the Manbreaker today, but I would like to finish baby steps. So the way this works is as well for our fundraiser. Like I said, we have different fundraiser donation rewards that you can get: $5, $10, $25, $50, etc. If you want to be one of the bigger donators, you can get your name on my race car, either on the inside, outside, or with your own custom sticker as an official sponsor. So, in fact, hold on, before we do anything, let me grab something real quick here. It'll be just a moment. The soundtrack from this game is very strange in that all it is, it's like a bunch of like animal and nature sounds, but they try to make like beats and stuff. So it's kind of like a very, very, very strange soundtrack. Can you not do it alone? Baby Steps is a solo game ordinarily, but I'm using a mod that does make it multiplayer. So we may actually run into the proprietor of the mod, Monkey Liquor. And yes, that is their handle. Their name is Caleb, but they also go by Monkey Liquor. So, and I've plugged this a million times, but yeah, like I said, for people who donate $50 or more, or $100 or more, $500 or more, you can either get your own custom sticker on my race car project, or you can get your name on either the back door or on the inside doors. I put them on both sides. We're gonna have basically like a second list of bumper backers, indoor backers, bakery backers, die Bäckerei, Konditorei backers. Yeah. Oh my god, I'm sorry to hear that, Stargazer. Yeah, maybe we'll have to ask people to, not try to kill anyone while they're watching the stream. Okay. Alright, well, chat, let's do it. So I did say I wanted to try to beat this doing the Manbreaker. Now, a little bit of a spoiler, but Mammon told me that there's no different cutscene. If you use the stairwell, you get an achievement for having used the stairwell instead of, like, basically, taking the easy way up. But he's like, you don't get anything if you take the Manbreaker up. But I kind of looked it up without trying to be too spoilerific for myself as much as chat. And another thing I saw that said that, yeah, there is a different cinematic that you get if you take the Manbreaker versus the stairwell. So, now, that said, well, I guess I could start from the bottom. That said, there is a way to start from about 1/3 of the way up using the stairwell, as opposed to just, climbing on the rocks. We better, this mountain climb gets progressively harder, so, as we go up. So maybe I should probably practice a little bit. Yeah, this is a walking simulator, so my mouse buttons control the feet for anyone who might be a little newer here and has never seen or played this game before. And again, it's basically how good do you think you are, oh crap. I was about to say, how good do you think you are at this game? I might be a little rusty considering I haven't played since Saturday, but alright, so that's my first fall for today. It gets so painful. Like, I got about 2/3 of the way up, and then someone forced me to fall off I think it was LJ, forced me to fall off because of a donation. I was like, oh, come on, man. I was 2/3 of the way up. So, but, like I said, that's... If I didn't want people to do that, I wouldn't have it as an option. Okay, so like I said, after a while you get kind of used to the weird walking scheme in this game. It's nowhere near as weird as, say, like Quap or one of Bennett Foddy's other games. Getting over it. Oh no! Oh, okay, that's fine.
He's a
okay.
cute Willy baby. Yeah.
How's your day treating you? Go out here. So you have to, the big thing that Mammon told me is like on this mountain you do not want to rush. You have to really think about every step that you're gonna make. And it gets, stop, my God, you gotta kill people. What's great is you can lower your leg and like kick rocks out of the way if you want to. Hold on. There it goes. But you have to be careful it doesn't fall off. It's been going, oh, okay. That's not the best day ever, but yeah, Guahir, I went through all my streamer stats and said like the top 10 people watchers this year, you were one of them. So yes. Okay. All right, here we go. Okay, so this is it. I mean, this is baby steps in a nutshell, but there's to be fair, we've already played through most of the game. This is like the second to last really challenging climb that you can do. But again, they did put the stairwell in there, but there's a character, Jim, he makes fun of you. Because at first he's like, dude, I built this stairwell, just use it. And my character, who's a very socially awkward guy, like a basement, shut it now! Oh, hey, I didn't fall all the way down, that's good. Okay, he's a socially awkward basement shut-in. He's like, I don't need it, I can go the regular way. He's like, it's for some reason, all of the characters are Australian in this game, except for Nate, who's the character here. Okay, that's very lucky I didn't fall. Oh, wait, what? Oh, God. Alright, you can switch sides and all sorts of stuff. It does get a little hard to control it sometimes, but otherwise it's a very challenging game, but it's rewarding when you're able to successfully climb up something really ridiculously tall or hard or whatever.
Oh crap.
And make it to the top. It's probably not terribly dissimilar from when people beat really difficult bosses in Elden Ring or something. Cap, do you know how to get into the WoW housing beta? Yes, if you buy the Epic Edition or one of the editions of WoW that includes that, then you'll get access to it ahead of time. Have you ever played Fever Meme? No, what is that? I haven't heard of that before. There's a few, like, you know, streamer, you know, rage bait games. And again, Bennett Foddy is one of the guys who made this game. He worked on Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy and Quap, I believe. So he's no stranger to rage-inducing video games. Shit. Oh god, I thought I was gonna fall just then. Okay, so this edge is a little on the tricky side, so I want to slow down here. Reposition my feet. There we go, that's a little better. Yeah, like I said, sometimes you just really have to slow down and think about the steps you're gonna take. Alright, see, I mean, you can see we're not super high already, but okay, here we go. Alright, there's that. Yeah, you hear all the noises in the background? That's the soundtrack of the game. Wow! God! Jeez, just rattle your nerves. Or rattle my nerves, why don't you? Oh. Definitely a streamer rage bait, but also looks hilariously fun. Okay, okay. Yeah, we played Peak recently, and that was pretty fun. There's yeah, a bunch of like games like Repo. I still haven't played Repo. And I never did Chain Together, but oh shit, the banana is back. Uh-oh, that means the server got reset. Yeah, wait for it, and okay, so that banana is very terrible. Now, the last time I tried to kick the banana off the ledge, it causes you to slip instantly. So we're just gonna skip it. So chat, here's the deal. If I can get back to the first checkpoint, then I'm just gonna, if I fall, I'm just gonna use the stairs to get back to the first checkpoint. Since I've already been past the first checkpoint multiple times, so I don't think it's really, that doesn't really remove the challenge of it. Okay, golly, that metal was like startling. Okay, so here we go. We got this guy. Oh. Okay. Sometimes, yeah, just as long as you don't fall, you can start over. Okay, I've done this first part probably about, I don't know, a dozen times. So, wish Matt were here, so he could just be like, whack. It's all puzzle classic game tropes with sort of hilarious takes. Jump to the platform that last 3 times and it worked. Jump fourth, it moves. Oh, okay. So there's kind of, yeah, some games like that. Like, what was it? I Want to Be the Guy. Yeah, where they're hard, but they're also kind of like trolley kind of. Thank you, Gingy. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there we go. Kind of give the old cakes a smack. Yeah, there it goes. He's a very jiggly boy, this Nate. Hold on, let's see if I can. Yeah, there he goes. Yeah, he's very pudgy. There we go. Okay. So the first checkpoint is kind of, it's right up there. And that's only the first third of this, so I haven't really taken a big fall yet, and I'd like to keep it that way. What the hell was that? Tiny green mole wizard. Seems reasonable. Oh god. Alright, so yeah, stop. Plan out my step. Let's switch it around. Okay, so this is...
Do it!
I am doing it.
Just do it!
I am doing it. Okay, here it goes. Sometimes you get lucky and you can fall and you don't lose your progress. And sometimes when you fall, you go all the way back to the start. And there's no, when I say checkpoint, it's more of just like a mental checkpoint because there aren't any real checkpoints in this game except for campfires, which actually progress the story of the game. So as you can see, we've actually gone up a decent ways. Also, it's hard to know what this game, or what this place is, if it's a type of purgatory or what. Mammon was under the impression that your character is dead, but I went back to a cutscene, and it said that he kind of wished he was dead, because he was just like a... God, it makes me think like the UPS guy is here or something. Yeah, so we don't know. We don't know what Nate's fate truly is at the moment. Is he alive and this is like just a dream he's having, or is he... Oh crap. Is he actually dead? Oh yeah, you see he's sliding a little bit there. Okay, here we go. Put your foot down, Nate. What the hell am I watching? Pale Rider, this is a game called Baby Steps. It is a very surrealistic walking simulator where the goal is to get to the top of the mountain. And you play as Nate. He's kind of like this, he's a 35-year-old basement dwelling nerd. And he's got extreme social anxiety. And apparently, part of his backstory is that he doesn't really have good use of his hands. Which is why you can only use your hands in a limited fashion. He's got some kind of like grip paralysis problem. Is this camera modded? Nope, this is built into the game. The only mod I'm using right now is the multiplayer mod, which means that someone can log in and join me, of which I hope Mammon does join me. I just haven't heard from him today. To be fair, he did say, he was like me last night. He was just having bad insomnia problems. Gamer ass. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, so yeah, it's kind of a walking simulator. Yeah, some people say in a weird way it's kind of like Death Stranding in that it's a walking simulator, but this one is a very strange one. And it's honestly, I think it's a pretty well-designed game. It was, again, made by the guys who made Ape Out and Getting Over It with Bennett Foddy. And it was published by Devolver Digital. You know, they like their weird games over there. Okay, so where the hell am I? So yeah, the goal is, you can make this game, as it was explained to me, you can make this game as hard or as easy as you want, based on which direction you go. Okay. Okay, so again, I've put in, I think, enough time into this game that I think I've gotten pretty used to the climbing system, but this game is just difficult at times. It is just very, very difficult. Yeah, you have manual control over your foot placement, your legs, and some other stuff. Here we go. So the goal is, of course, to not fall, but your character cannot die. It's more that you just don't want to waste your own time. So it's about right around here. So as you can see, this is where the only place where the spiral staircase gets close. The spiral staircase gets close. So you can, if you fall, you can climb up the staircase. And this is it, chat. So without really falling badly, I've almost made it to the first checkpoint.
State of the badass art.
Hey, Ryan. Thank you for the 6 months. Okay, so yeah, that's the goal of the entire game, is to just not fall. And sometimes you just want to take baby steps to prevent yourself from falling. And sometimes you gotta really be patient with your foot placement too. Okay, alrighty. Golly. Problem is like your hands start to sweat because you're so nervous about this. Because all it takes is sometimes all it takes is just one bad foot placement and you fall off the mountain. Okay. Oh god, you see, yeah, you see just barely a couple of my toes are on the board. I mean, Nate has pretty good foot strength. Woo! Okay, so chat, so we've done it. We've officially made it to the first quote-unquote, resting point or checkpoint or whatever. Again, if I fall, then what I'll do is I'll just take the stairwell up to this. There are no other connecting points, I believe. Yeah, because after that, I think that's it. Can you jump? There's no jumping, but you can kind of like crouch and stuff, and yeah, you can do like river dance, or something. Okay, so without really falling too bad, I did. Looks like I did successfully get to the first checkpoint. Okay, so here we go. Let's do this. That's all I have to do, chat. All I have to do is to defeat the Manbreaker. I just have to get to the top. And again, the furthest I've gotten before, like, we had to pause for the day because my hands were starting to lock up on me, is I've gotten 2/3 of the way up the Manbreaker. Oh, going a little too fast here, but that's okay. It's not okay, but, I'm just trying to remember all the moves and steps that I took on Saturday. I did stream a little bit of this on Saturday. Yeah, if you're good about it. Old Nate here actually does have some pretty good leg strength. It's made up for his lack of grip strength with stunning glutes, fantastic hamstrings, durable ankles. Yeah, that rock's actually a little harder to get up. Okay, so this is the first big gotcha thing in the game. Because there is a very clear and present danger with this gap. You have to kind of go at an angle. We had fire escapes like that back home? Really? Almost made you feel like going back inside and cooking. Ugh. Okay, so like I said, normally I can make this jump. It's not really a jump. Ooh. Okay. Oh, no! Oh, okay, that's okay. Damn, I had it, and then I just kind of slid off. Yeah, I've got my sweaty racing stripes, yeah, because this is like his onesie or whatever. So again, he's just a basement shut-in. That sucks. I actually made that, and then I just kind of ever so slightly slipped off. Okay. Now, Mammon warned me. He said that the Manbreaker, it's tough to get up to the first third. It's even tougher to get to the second third. And he's like, the final third of this is just miserably impossible. He said he's only successfully done it once. Okay, so yeah, we do. If I do fall, I have a rad baby emote that Mammon updated so it spins a little faster. So yeah, if you want to spam a bunch of rad babies, if I go for a spin, you're more than welcome to. Okay, so there we go. All right, that's honestly probably the hardest part for like the next couple of minutes here, just getting over that little shtoop. Oh, crap. Hold on. Oh! Oh, did you see him start to lose it? Yeah, there it goes. Yeah, thank you, Matt. So, yeah, Mammon updated that to be a little faster. Okay. Again, the highest I've ever gotten is about 2/3 of the way up, and then yeah, after playing the game for 7, 8 hours, my hands were starting to get pretty sore because sometimes you have to hold your hand like a claw. Nate got a horsepower upgrade. Yeah, he got like a donkey power upgrade. Okay, so there it is. And the thing is, yeah, the spiral staircase is it's right there. You know, we could be done with this in about 5 minutes flat. But yeah. It's just the guy, Jim, he like talks trash to you and says he's like, yeah, you'll never be able to do it. And if you take the stairwell, you have to call me Lord of the Mountain forever. Because I guess he used his one wish to build this spiral staircase. And Nate didn't want to use it because he's being stubborn. I can relate. Okay. Alright, so far so good. I don't want to jinx myself, but you know how we do. Tricky part is you just really have to see. You have to look for stuff like that where it's like the moment you put your foot down, is your foot gonna slide as soon as you put your foot down. So you want to. Admittedly, I'm not being super patient here, but I probably should be. Let's see. So yeah. Oh yeah, since we didn't talk about it yesterday because I wasn't on. Oh, actually, hold on. Maybe at least. Yeah. Well, anyways, hold on. Okay, there's kind of like a nice little cinematic outcropping that we can stand on. Kind of lets you know that you've made pretty good progress. Is this it? Oh yeah, so there it is, chat. Okay, so now you can see we've actually climbed a pretty good way up here. Holy crap. Alright, here we go. So, you know, it's crazy to say it, but I think short of one very, very small tumble that we took, I'm actually already at the 2/3 point. Alright, Pill Rider, thank you for coming to hang out, buddy, and hopefully, what kind of chow are you getting? I've been craving some of my mother's, like, homemade chicken soup as of late. She always made it kind of like a special way. She would actually, like, go buy, like, a whole chicken and, cook it and then chop it up. And she always used, like, really thin noodles and carrots and stuff. And it was always very yummy. No! No, 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 no! 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 Oh! Oh, I got... Oh! I just got a little distracted thinking about my mom's home cooking. Oh god, all I did was my mind just wandered off for just a moment. Yeah, that's all it takes, man. That's all it takes.
Stupid horse penis.
Alrighty, well, okay, like I said, since we've already beaten the first third of it many, many times, I'm just gonna take the stairwell back up to the first third. Alright, here we go. So, yeah.
Nothing! You lose! Good day, sir!
Because I told Chad, I was like, look, does this count as Does this count as cheating doing this? And chat was of the opinion of no, because you've already made it to the first checkpoint so many times that's not really cheating at this point. So, alright, this is just a, save like 5 minutes. It's okay. I mean, it's still kind of a hike in its own right. What's great is that this game doesn't have a stamina meter, but you can only stay on 1 foot so long before Nate does actually start to get tired. So, yeah, he starts doing this, and then eventually he does fall over if you don't actually put your foot down. But yeah, there's pretty much no HUD in this game. It's just you, Nate, and a couple of various NPCs. There's a naked moose or a naked donkey guy named Moose that he's basically probably the closest thing to a friend Nate has had in a long time. And so yeah, I think Moose said that he's building a cabin on top of the mountain, and he wanted Nate to come visit him or help him or something. Man, I was thinking about that soup. I got distracted. And your mind starts to wander. So yeah, all we have to do this. Watch it burn. Watch it burn. All we have to do is just do this all the way up. But then we couldn't say that we've defeated the Manbreaker. Okay, when you see a soda can, let me know, because the soda can is like right where I have to hop off. Yeah, I mean, when you first start playing this game, it feels like the controls are next to impossible, but after a while, you just kind of get used to it. And I never wanted to play getting over it with Bennett Foddy, but I don't know. Mammon convinced me that I really should keep playing this game. Thurgard says, oh, not these stairs again. Yeah, we were, dude, I almost made it on, like, basically my first try, made it almost all the way back to where we left off on Saturday. But yeah, God, I just got distracted. I was thinking about soup. And I wasn't paying attention where my foot was going. Yeah, it goes pretty quick when you take the stairs. Okay, so here is... No, it's the next one, I think. Yeah, past the soda can. Yeah, there's a little soda can that's kind of like your indicator. Alright, here it is. This is where we have to cross from the stairs, and I think this is the only part where you can actually cross over. Okay. Oh, wait! Oh, no, God! Oh, right on the rock, too. I like how the sun rises and sets based on how high you get up the stairs. Hey, Lucifer, welcome back. God, how is it that I got all the way up to almost the second rest zone, and now I fell off literally just getting off the stairs. Ugh. So I guess that, alright, so far today, that's been 3 actual falls. So the character is someone with extreme autism, more like extreme social anxiety. He's very socially awkward. Yeah, he's, and there's like these mini games, so if you find, oh, the hat, where did I do with my, oh, where did my hat go? Chad, did anyone see where the hat went? I had my lucky hard hat. It's supposed to protect my head when I fall. But yeah, effectively, yeah, he's socially incompetent. And you know, when you first start off the game, he's sitting in his parents' basement, you know, smoking weed, watching One Piece, and just being a layabout. But then he just gets sucked into this strange, like, you know, kind of looks like Montana or something.
Look, I know it's our job to help this guy and everything, but I think this guy's a lost cause. He's obviously made up his mind. Why don't we just cut our losses and get out of here?
Okay. I do want to try to get to the second checkpoint. Yeah, like I said, it was so, so brutal. We literally got right there when someone's like, "Hey, Cap, here's the donation. Take a trip south." Why did I just hear my life being described? Did you ever, Henkin, did you ever try playing this game? It's actually, honestly, it's pretty good. I have to be honest, though, I did have more fun playing it in multiplayer. The guy who created the multiplayer mod and then Mammon we played. We did a couple streams together, and it was fun. Alright, here we go. God, it starts making your fingers tired, having to like click over and over and over and over again. But it's fun, like I said. There's 1,000 episodes. How else do you watch them? Slowly. Okay, Clutch. All right, thank you for letting me know. Yeah, it's got to be down there somewhere. Yeah, but I think we already saw. So when you get to an actual checkpoint, one of the campfires, wearing a hat, you get to play a little mini game that helps you learn about Nate's history. Because you don't get to know anything about Nate because he doesn't like talking to anybody about himself or to other people or in general. All right. Oh, let's see. Hold on. Yeah, my management is asking me if I want a copy of Elden Ring Night Rain. The answer is no. I don't know. It's so funny. I will bang my head against my keyboard playing games like this, but yeah, I just don't get into the whole Soulsborne type games or whatever it's called. The Diablo 4 expansion bundle is on sale on Battle.net for $28. I mean, that's... Wait, what is that? Was that like the next story? Wait, did I... Wait, I think this is it. I think this is where I have to get off. Hey, Chad, don't let me fall this time. Okay. So you can let your foot slide, but it needs to be a planned slide. It's on the list, I gotcha. Yeah, like I said, I mean...
Only your underwear or something skimpy down below.
My favorite. Let's see. Attempt a game like that? What, Diablo 4? I did stream Diablo 4. Do you hard rage? It's more that I just kind of don't get into it. The whole concept is just like you run around, you fight a bunch of trash mobs, and then you get to a boss. And the boss fight takes you like 47 times to beat it. And then you're like, hey, I beat it. And then you go and then you beat some more trash mobs. And then you find the next boss. That's like, okay, here we go. Here's the next rage bait boss. I don't know. I just don't get a lot out of that. Oh, you got the pre-order. Wow. Okay. Well then, yeah. I think. Early access housing started today? Should have started today. Pale says, I am so over the Diablo series, same damn thing over and over and over again. Well, the last in Diablo 4, Diablo wasn't even in it. Not really, anyways. So, at least they changed it up that way. The cinematics in Diablo 4 were really good, but some people felt that the story was a little lackluster compared to previous entries.
Yeah. He played Diablo 4. Also... This looks a little like a horse. Kinda. Yeah, there you go. Yeah, Laura, strangely enamored with horses for some reason. Okay, here we go. I see Camera is climbing the man-eater again. Whoa, there it goes. Watch out, boy, it'll chew you up. Oh, crap. Alright. Okay, yeah, sorry if I get a little quiet from time to time. I'm just trying to concentrate on this infernal mountain. Different characters, same mechanics. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's... I don't know. I like it. I tried Path of Exile, which is probably the biggest competitor to Diablo, and I couldn't get into it. I genuinely tried playing Path of Exile 1 and 2. And some of my friends who were, longtime Diablo players, they became, Path of Exile converts themselves, but I don't know, I just couldn't get into it. I didn't like the progression structure of the game. Let's see. Blizzard's pushing an update. Gotcha. It's probably the housing update. Yeah, like I said, to give away a copy of World of Warcraft Midnight, courtesy of Blizzard, and I'll probably do another one closer to launch. Or, you know, I'll give away as many of them as they want me to. Ooh. God, his feet are filthy. Look at this. It's disgusting. The little girl in the D4 story is so annoying. Oh yeah, it doesn't like her, huh? Okay. I thought there were some pretty good characters in Diablo 4. I was disappointed that Loroth wasn't in the first story expansion. It's kind of an interesting character. He's like the last of the last Horadrim. Stay a while and listen. Alright, Gingy, be sure to bring some hot dogs for the rest of us. Okay, here we go. So this is that crappy ledge that I dislike. Oh! Oh, ouch. Oh, ow, oh, hey, stop. Second beta access to minute. Yeah. You know, it's funny, I was a long-time WoW player. I still to this day have more hours in WoW than any other game, but I was never much into doing betas, because the concept there is like, hey, play through all the content in beta, and then play through all the same content again when it goes live. And then, you know, and I've absolutely known people like, yeah, Cap, that's, yeah, you get to play it twice, what's wrong with that? It's like, no, there's nothing wrong with it, I just never could wrap my head around the concept of doing that. Oh. I don't know. So now pre-launch events, I would play the pre-launch events, sure, but yeah, I can't say I ever did a lot of beta testing. They may not have been able to get the actor back. He's been pretty busy lately. But yeah, dude, he's got a great voice. He's also really into horses. Okay, here we go, chat. All right, warm up the old toes here. Let's see if we can get past this ledge. All right, have fun, Pale Rider. Yeah, the VODs are up for 60 days on Twitch and forever on YouTube, so if you ever miss anything, you're welcome to check out the VODs. Also, shout out to Bella Curie, who's been helping me organize my VODs on YouTube, because I've been a slacker. Oh! No! Oh, no. Because I've been a slacker and haven't been doing that for a while. Yeah, I hope he comes back. He's probably, to me, he was the most interesting character in Diablo 4. You know, more so than, you know, your own character or any of the side characters. Or, yeah, the girl with, like, the diseased goo all over her. That boss fight where you have to fight her mom. Oh, sorry. Jeez, we're kind of delving into spoiler territory now. But, yeah, I mean, I didn't dislike it. If anything, I was kind of bummed when certain characters, with certain characters, you know, didn't quite make it to the end of the game. They shall remain nameless, but,
Good, ready, man.
Silver Lightning, thank you for the 3 months. Thank you.
I am the ultimate badass.
Oh.
State of the badass art.
I gotta get some more sleep.
Hello, peeps.
Like I said, this race car project has been keeping me up at night. It's a lot of moving parts, man. No pun intended. Okay, shit. Okay, whew. All right, there we go, Nate. Good job, Nate. All right. Some of these steps are really difficult. That looks really, really sketchy. Hold on. No! No! Oh. Chat, it is not, God, my hands are starting to sweat. There we go. I got burned out on WoW after Shadowlands. Felt like the game really jumped the shark then. Yeah, I know Shadowlands, that's kind of like the last well, yeah, I mean, yeah, Shadowlands apparently wasn't terribly popular, but Dragonflight was. I thought Dragonflight was pretty good. For the most part, anyways, but didn't. So the problem is, it's like after I became a full-time streamer, I just didn't have the time for. I just don't. You'd think you'd have more time for MMOs, but it's like you either stream a lot of WoW or you stream literally everything. Oh, there's the hat. Chat, the hat. Okay, now have to be careful because your character leans over kind of far to pick up things. Chat, we have retrieved the hat. Ich habe mein Hut. Let's see. Okay, that's my good luck charm. Of course, I seem to fall every time I put it on, so... Yeah. Ready for the... hat. Shit! Okay, we've retrieved the hat. That's a good sign, chat. This is a good sign that we might actually make it to the second checkpoint. Which we didn't quite do on Saturday. Somebody forced me off a ledge. Right. Okay. I mean, you wouldn't think that a game about walking places would be riveting, but this game actually can be. When you're just watching somebody trying with all their might to not fall, and then all it takes is one tiny screw up, and you have to start all the way back at the beginning. Let's see. Okay, we're almost back up to the point where I got to on Saturday. Gosh, man, it's like I said, it's a lot of work. You just have to not fall. That's all there is to it. Yeah, they actually recommend a controller for this game, but God, I don't know if I'd ever want to play this game with a controller of all things. Okay, here we go. Just gotta be very careful here. So some rocks are kind of deceptive, right? So you see how angled that is? So you have to come at it from a slightly different angle so your foot doesn't slide. Okay, phew. Alrighty. I think this is where I fell because I was thinking about soup. I just wasn't paying attention. Because that's, yeah, like I said, sometimes you get lucky and you fall onto the path again, and you don't fall all the way down, but like I said, they designed this game to be brutal. I like it though. I have to be honest, I've very much so had fun playing this game. Not that I'm done, I'm just saying. Oh. Okay. Yeah, sometimes it helps to just let your foot slide and just see where you end up. Okay. So this is as far as we got on Saturday. Almost. No, I think we got just a little bit higher. Yeah, because the snow, you know, snow would normally make everything really, really, you know, slippery, right? But thankfully the snow is just more of like a visual impedance, if that makes sense. Yeah, you say I could step on the snow and it doesn't make it slippery. But it can kind of makes it hard to see which rocks are going to be slippery based on their surface texture. Okay, so this is where I'm going to try to slow down a little bit because it's going to get really gnarly in here. Okay. Yeah. Chat, we have almost made it to the end. Oh, no, Nate. I like that. Mammon is giving out hugs. Where do I sign up? I don't know. Like I said, I messaged him earlier, but I haven't heard from him today. I know he was very much interested in continuing to watch me struggle in this game. Yeah, you see where it kind of obscures the rock surfaces, so you don't exactly know where you can put your foot safely. Damn, now what do I do? Ah, there it goes. Okay, so I just need to straighten out my foot if I can. Come on, Nate. Damn. There we go. Get your foot right on there. There we go. Gosh, please. Okay. Yeah, I'm gonna have to go very slow through here. Alright, well, let's pause for the resub.
I am the ultimate
Shinsef, 92 months. Oh yeah.
Badass
Shinsef, Shinsef, oi, oi, oi. Okay, here we go, man. All right, I think, yeah, Chad, I think now. Wait a minute. Oh, there's another stairwell over there? Wait a minute. Oh, Chad, look at that. So there's actually a second stairwell.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Stupid horse penis.
Sorry, gotta go.
Check it out. I am the ultimate badass. Bane's the badass orc.
All right, Bane, thank you for the 23 months.
Button.
Thank you, Bane. Yeah, hold on. Wait, Chad, I want to play that again for Gua here, because yeah, it was kind of a sequence thing there. Hold on, let's see. Do I know how to do that? Yeah, here we go.
Slow and steady wins the race.
Stupid horse penis.
Sorry, gotta go.
That's a lot of nuts.
Okay. All right, yeah, Chad, I think it's official. We're now, look, so now from here, it's a shame that the sun is kind of going down, but yeah, you can see the whole valley from here. And when you start like way the hell down there. So in a way, this game has actually been pretty fantastic with some of its biome design and level design. So, yeah. All right, so like I said, it's weird because the sun rises and sets depending on how far you are in certain places. Yeah, see, there's all this like penis graffiti everywhere too. It's the donkey men that put that there, I think. Okay. Yep. Oh yeah. Figures they would make this harder by making it where the sun sets. Yeah, it's so weird. The higher you go, the more the sun sets. Okay, alright, so chat, this is it. This is as high as I've ever gotten on the... They call this mountain the Manbreaker. Oh gosh! So chat, look, there it is! Oh man, I wish the sun hadn't gone down. Got myself some steak blue. Aren't like blue steaks like really undercooked steaks? That's how my former brother-in-law used to eat his steaks. He's like, if it wasn't still breathing, he didn't want it, you know. So, okay. Well, chat, that's it. That's all we have to do is we just have to get there. Let me do something here. Contrast. So I can adjust the contrast a little bit for you guys, because yeah, I haven't been this high before. French method, you sear the outside. Okay, yeah, that's kind of how my ex-brother-in-law, he used to, he liked his steaks just like, yeah, you take a raw steak, you sear it on one side, sear it on the other side, and then it's basically just hot, uncooked meat. And he's like, oh, you gotta try it, and I was like, no, thank you. Like, I'm like a medium to medium well kind of guy. I don't know, I just don't like squishy meat consistency. I like my meats cooked. I'm a big fan of fried foods. Decided I needed to order dinner. Taking your suggestion from the other day and getting Checkers Rally's burgers. Try the Avalon. Try the pretzel pubster. If you don't like onions, you can ask for it without onions, which I do because I can't eat onions. But it's pretty good. God, I could go for one of those right now. The pretzel pubster. It's crazy too. At least in my neck of the woods, the Checkers, it's like $5 for one of those double cheeseburgers, fries, and a drink. I just asked for water and they give me a bottled water. I asked for the crispy onions. Yeah, so this pretzel. Hold on, I don't want to screw this up here because we've already made such good progress. Let's see, pretzel pubster. This isn't like a plug for Rallies. Let's see, Checkers Rallies. Yeah, they've got this, yeah, it's the new pretzel pubster burger. They have buy one, get one free, Baconzilla. But yeah, it's the, pretzel pubster. Yeah, so what it is it's, you can, yeah, it comes with like 2 patties, American cheese, beer cheese with bacon in it, crispy onion straws, and then a little bit of mayo, and it comes on a pretzel bun. Then you get fries. I love Checkers fries, man. They have this like kind of seasoned battered fries that are great. I yeah, I usually get mine without the onions because I actually genuinely tried to eat this burger with onions at one point, but yeah, just like I said, I can't eat onions. They start like dry heaving. But so yeah, try it. Yeah, like I said, it's $5. You know, can't beat that. My goodness. No, I want to get one after the stream, but I'm trying to lose weight. All right, so here we go, chat. Now, hopefully there's no, like, trolley gotcha things here. Oh, like this damn can right here. So, chat, again, if I fall, I have to do that whole thing all over again. Exactly, wise guy. Don't let anyone poop on you for ordering food how you want it. As long as it's within safe confines of cooking methods, whether you like, you know, well done or barely cooked. As long as you like it, man, that's all that matters. It depends. Yeah, for me, it's the place. Like, steaks and burgers, it's like I will do medium if I know the place and I've eaten there a lot. And I know how they cook their steaks. But then if I've never been there, or I just know they tend to undercook steaks or burgers, I usually ask for medium well. And then they give you medium. And then you get what you want. But, yeah, like I said, you know, fast food places, they serve all their burgers, you know, well done. You don't have a choice in that regard. Dude, are you kidding me? No, no, this game is making me nervous. Let's see. Funny you mention that. I'm absolutely not a fan of medium rare or any kind of rare, so when they ask me at the resto how I like my meat, I reply, cooked, please. Yes. I used to not want any onions or garlic, but these days it's like between IDGAF and gimme. Yeah, I actually like a good like garlic aioli on burgers sometimes. But yeah, I love beer cheese pretzel burgers. I've been to a few places that do that kind of burger. You know, it's almost like a Oktoberfest style burger, I guess you could say. Please don't let me fall here. This is as far as I've ever gotten in this game. Like I said, I'm actually genuinely sad Mammon's not here to see my progress. He's the one who told me the last part of this is the worst thing you could ever have to do in a video game, and I've never seen it before. He even was like, "Look, if you want to check it out, here's what it looks like." I was like, "No, I don't want to see it ahead of time." So, oh, looks like we got a dance party coming on. Uh-oh. Chat, Cap got my Friday. Yeah, it's good too. It was good. More of a Hardee's, guys. There is a Hardee's in Brandon. Here we go, chat. Let's do it. I'm risking falling for this, by the way. Is this a new one? No, it's not a new one. I like it, though. Alright, there we go. Did a little twerking for all y'all. Thank you for the dance party. Thank you for all the Tangia weirdness. Okay. Okay, so there's a pizza box. I bet this is like a trolley kind of thing, because you think you can stand on the edge of the pizza box, but you probably can't. I don't know. Is it on there pretty well? No. Nope. See, chat? You see how it moved? That's a troll thing. Because you think you can stand on the edge of the pizza box, but you really can't. Okay. So yeah, you think the pizza box you could stand on it, but you really can't. Oh man. So we have to move the pizza box out of the way without falling. There it goes.
Nothing. Me? Just hanging around.
Okay. Chat, this is really going to suck. Let's see. Oh, hold on. My mother sent me an image. Let's see, hold on. My mother sending me a book on German vocabulary. Danke. Alright, there it is. Okay. Okay, so we got rid of the pizza box, the trolley pizza box thing. So what we have to do now... Well, let's take a look at this edge. Dude, it's God, it's making my acrophobia kick in. For the record, I would not serve guests if I were in any condition to take guests. Blue steak? Oh. Because it's risky. Like, I wouldn't serve them my 7-Up knockoff with a lithium put back in. And that's just it, too. It's like my... That's how my now ex-brother-in-law, he would cook steaks for people and expect them to just eat it as is. Okay. Okay, chat, we did it. Holy crap. This is like full restart the entire climb if I fall right here. Okay. You also have to watch out for ledges that want to force your body off to the side like this. This is miserable. Holy crap, this is miserable. Okay. And what sucks is, yeah, see how there's all these handhold things? You can't use your hands in the game to hang on. It'd be great if somebody had like a hand mod or something. Ugh. Yeah, look at this, chat. All the way down. If I screw up here, it's all the way down. Okay, we're gonna turn my body. Do you like my body? Okay. And then remember, they call this the man breaker. Okay, so yeah, it looks like the higher we climb, the more the moon is rising. The sun is already set. Would be a shame if Tangia Lizard alerts started to cause a distraction. Oh yeah, well maybe. I thought you were gonna say she was sending you pics of that soup you were talking about. That sounded awesome. Yeah, dude, she makes a very good, like, homemade chicken soup. I always liked her soup. Yeah. If you're served in France by default, you get steak blue apparently, but they know how to do that. Yeah, I'm not ordering anything blue. Yuck. I'm not a caveman. I like my steaks cooked. Oh, shit. Let's back up a little bit here. Okay. Alright, chat, we are so close now. Hold on. Okay, so... Alright, so that's the top. See, that's the top of the stairwell right there. That's it. We just have to get up this ledge. You know, as much as I like the soundtrack, I think I'm gonna turn it off. I don't want it to distract me. I don't know, chat, should we leave it on? Yeah. Okay. Because Mammon did warn me. He said there was something... The pizza box is a pretty good troll, but we saw right through that one. He said that there is kind of a trolley thing when you get to the end of the third phase. Alright. Oh, I don't... That was a bit risky, but that's okay. Yeah, because the soundtrack is obnoxious. Yeah, can you not hear all those like little quacks and beeps and stuff? Yeah, they make kind of like vague rhythms and beats out of animal noises in this game. Okay, so I'm nervous. We haven't ever been up this high before. Okay, so we turn our body, make sure the foot doesn't start slipping. That's one of the tips that Mammon gave me. He's like, sometimes you have to remember to turn your body, because sometimes sidestepping actually isn't the way to do this. Yep, you need to pay Henkin for encouraging people to spend money on your Tangias. Oh yeah, it was Henkin and Verity convinced me to start using Tangia. I have some frozen wontons and extra chicken and turkey stock from Thanksgiving. Soup sounds good right now, doesn't it? I don't know. Today feels like a good soup day. Oh, so chat. Normally, you know, you'd think you'd freak out if you're sliding on one foot, but then you realize sliding on one foot is better than sliding on 2 feet, because you can have a controlled slide with 1 foot. But if you're trying to slide with 2 feet, it can get you can start getting like a little, I don't know, wobbly, so to speak. So yeah, sliding on one foot is actually not that bad. God, I can't see anything. they intentionally take all the lighting away. Now falling here looks like it might not be that bad, because it looks like there's a lot of places for you to, you know, get stuck on to break your fall, so that's good. Okay, so I should be able to climb up this. Okay, chat, we're almost there, man. We're almost there. God, we just have to get to the top. And I'm sure getting to the top is going to be absolutely terrible. It's like a hen orgy at the chicken coop. Yes, that's pretty much what it is. Okay, alright, here we go. So I feel a little safer now, because if I fall, I mean, yeah, I'll fall kind of bad, but I can slow down. I think if you hold down shift, it, like, slows down your sliding or something like that. I could just be making that up, too. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, it's like, yeah, the soundtrack sounds like a hen orgy. Okay. Alrighty, okay. Oh, so yeah, so there are actually multiple stairwells. I guess depending on which path you take throughout the game, you'll end up at one of these stairwells. I guess that's to ensure that people, you know, don't spend hours and hours looking for the way up to the top of the mountain. Because we're almost there, Chad. Remember, the whole point... the whole point of this game is to get to the top of the mountain. Question is, now where do we go? Oh, that's it. Oh, chat, that's it. Okay, so... Oh my god, no way. Hold on. Wait a minute. No, dude, that's like some Mario Bros type stuff. You see? How the heck? No. No. That's it. Chat, hold on. This is it. This is the end. But can you see what they put there? They put like a really difficult jump kind of thing. But this is it, chat. We've almost beaten the man breaker, except for the hardest part. You look like a fat Mario. Oh, you like them? You like these cakes though? Yeah, look at that. Hold on. Yeah, there we go. Oh my god. Hold on. No, no, this is it. This is the end of the man breaker, chat. We've almost done it. But the next thing you have to do is this gigantic, like, leap of faith type thing. Oh, let's see. Oh, sorry, it's getting a little slippery right here. Oh, speaking of which. Now, apparently there's like a really difficult way you can go to get to the top of the mountain if you're a masochist, but... Oh my god! Oh god, my camera's freaking out. Dude, this is it. Okay, so chat, we've actually done it. We've gotten almost to the top. Sorry, let me remove. Alright, here we go. You see here. So this is it. So that's the top of the staircase. And if you take the stairs, you get an achievement for taking the stairs. But if you do it the hard way, apparently you don't get an achievement.
Jump from me, Mario. Let me see them buns in action.
Bowser's sounding different these days. I played this game for about 2 hours, then I quit. I guess I'm not a masochist. Doety, like I said, I'm technically playing in multiplayer mode, so if you can convince your friends to suffer with you, it actually does get pretty hilarious. We have a house guest right now that wants to serve rare to medium rare, and that's fine, you know, as long as it's like cooked to some degree. Some people prefer it, but me personally, I get kind of nauseous when I get served what I consider to be undercooked meats.
Crap.
Oh. Oh. Shit. God. God. All right. Hell, that could have been bad. Okay. God, the lighting. They really do make the lighting kind of difficult too, don't they? So how, see, this is why I need Mammon here, so, because he's actually done this before. I need him to show me how to get across this without falling. It's almost like... So this is it. I mean, this is literally the end of the Manbreaker, and he said that, yeah, the final piece of the Manbreaker is the hardest thing in the entire game to do. Then, how do you want your steak? I don't know, medium well. Okay. I like how someone rage quit the channel previously because I wouldn't agree with them that rare was the only way to cook a steak. So, just literally rage quit the channel. Oh, and that person's name was Biohazard. Yeah. Like I said, if it's a place that I know and I know how they cook their steaks, I'll order medium. But typically what a lot of steak places do is they'll intentionally undercook a steak. Because if they undercook a steak, they can always cook it more. But if they overcook it, they can't cook it less. And then they have to basically, you know, it's a waste of meat. So you'll find that steak places tend to do that because it's just a cost-cutting move. Yeah, they can always cook it more, but they can't cook it less. Yeah, maybe you need to slide down and foot up. Right, exactly. So I'm trying to figure out, like, which way am I more comfortable sliding? On my left or on my right? I think I'm more comfortable sliding on my left. Okay. Okay, so this is just about the most unpleasant thing you could do in a video game. Oh, I'm losing grip, yep. So I might as well just try to go for it. I'm losing grip. Oh, shit. Oh, that's fine. God, that's such a trolly thing, too. It's like, yeah, I mean, Mammon warned me. He said it's like, yeah, dude, the end of the Manbreaker is one of the hardest things that you could do in a game. Or at least in this game, anyways. Morning, Cat. Looks like it's time to donate again. Well, I don't know. I mean, right now, so it looks like they made it where you can fall and not take too bad of a fall. But yeah, so LJ, we're actually at the end of the Manbreaker. I did it. I actually did it. And it's funny too, because I think even Mammon was convinced that I wouldn't be able to do this. Okay, but so this is it. So there's the top of the stairwell. I have to get onto that rock, from that rock to that log, and that log to that little piece of metal without falling. And I think I can get to the first rock, or I can fall between this rock and the next rock, but if I fall trying to get onto that log, I think I'm toast. So, just run at it, yes. Nissan Rogue Platinum. Apparently, I think both Toyota and Nissan are supposed to be announcing new sports cars soon. Possibly sometime this week. I think I saw that on some Motor Trend or something. Okay. Oh crap! Oh shit! All right, Nate, don't fall! Come on, Nate. Stop falling, Nate. Stop falling. Okay. Yeah, see, I need somebody to show me how to do this. I'm too chicken to actually commit to the climb. It'd be nice if the lighting were a little better too. So yeah, so I have to get from here to that little ledge, to that log, to that metal piece, to that next ledge. And if I can do that, chat, then we've beaten the Manbreaker. The problem is like I'm already, I can't figure out how to get my... I guess I have to slide down, then, yeah, lean into the step. Oh, nope, didn't make it. Oh, that's okay, that's okay. Yeah, at least they made it where, like, right here, you don't fall all the way to the bottom. So this is the hard way, this is the hard way. This is the end of the Manbreaker, which, is supposed to be... You're warned that people have spent years trying to beat the Manbreaker and haven't been able to do it. And, like, I guess even people with actual climbing gear weren't able to do it. But here we go. I mean, Nate's almost there. Oh, that's okay. What? What? What?
LJMJ Troll near donated $25.
What? God. Well, jeez. Oh gosh. Oh no. Oh, you know, chat, we were right at the end. We were right at the end. Okay. All right, let's try to turn Nate into a human bobsled here. I also have to take a Bean Boozled. All right, LJ, do you want us to do a Bean Boozled first, or do you want us to do the fall first? Yeah, we're gonna try to Jamaican bobsled team this all the way down to the bottom. Trollnir, can you fall after you finish the climb? I think technically yes. Why not both? Well, because I do a full screen, and I hate for people to miss it. Yeah, let's just do the Bean Boozled first. Okay, here we go. All right, so Bean Boozled is a Jelly Belly Bean Boozled video game derp. No, it's kind of like a party game where there are 10 different colors. Each color can be either a good flavor or a bad flavor. But after playing this game way too many times, it's like 80% bad, 10% good, or 20% good. So all right, here we go. Let's take a little Bean Boozled action here. All right, here we go. I'm not trying to pick. I'm just trying to make sure I don't pick up two. Okay. All right, so there it is. I can tell you from experience, this is either Tutti Frutti or Stinky Socks, which is pretty disgusting. It's probably, yeah, it's one of the more nauseating ones. All right, LJ, thank you so much for contributing towards the racing fun. Actually, why is my racing fun thing keeps disappearing? Okay, cool. So yeah, we're almost at $1,900 raised for the racing team. Awesome. Thank you very much for that. And here we go. Stinky Socks or the Tutti of the Fruity. Yes, LJ. I've got the full list. Everyone's donations are cumulative. So yes, you are now going to have your name in the backers section for the interior stickers, which I'll show you again here. All right, here we go. 3, 2, 1, and out. Can I just swallow it like a pill? Oh, here we go. I think. Yeah, I remember this happened last time. So we did have, it was like a flavor glitch because that time it kind of tasted like halfway between Tutti Frutti and Stinky Socks. So, yeah. The last time, you know, we've had Stinky Socks, we've had Tutti Frutti, but the last time I tried one of those, it was like halfway between Stinky Socks and Tutti Frutti. But it was more Stinky Socks. This time it had like a hint of Stinky Socks, and then it was more Tutti Frutti. So, yeah. Hey, Boifk. How do they do quality control for these? I don't know, but that was, yeah. So we'll count that one as actually I got a little lucky because, yeah, it only had a hint of stinkiness. All right, well, chat, I made some really good progress, and we have to now delete said progress. So we're gonna try to turn Nate here into a human bobsled. Here we go. Oh, hold on, God. I guess they designed this area to not. Oh, hold on. Wait. Hold on. Wait for it. I'm trying to pick up the hat. All right, tell you what. Let's just do this. I was kind of hoping we could slide down the mountain. All right, hold on. See if we can. Get up here. All right, this is for LJ, who was willing to, again, donate for... golly. All right, here we go. I don't know, LJ, do you want me to try to slide down the mountain, or you just want me to do some mid-air cartwheels? Golly. Like I said, we are literally at the end. Literally at the end. All right. Do a backflip? Oh, okay, we can do a backflip. All right, here we go. Let's do this. 3, 2, 1. All right, here we go. And oh, wait! Oh, no, I fell out! Oh! 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 God, that's so far. Oh.
Okay.
I like that. Okay. All right, maybe we just sit here for a little while. Can you imagine being able to fall that far and be able to stand up afterwards? I felt that in my legs. Yeah, hold on. His helmet, yeah, like bounced over here somewhere. Let me know if you see a little, like, white icon in the corner. Now, it's interesting, again, the time of day is based on... Yeah, see, the time of day is kind of based on where you are in the game, which is strange, but kind of fun. This game actually is kind of pretty in its own way.
Shit.
Shit. Problem is, like, this tall grass here makes it kind of hard to find the helmet. Some objects, they actually start glowing when you drop them, but I think the hats don't. Turn my contrast down just a little bit. There we go. Alrighty. Alright, well, I guess we will start again. Remember, it's all about the journey, not the destination. But at least we've seen the end now, and we know just how phenomenally terrible the end is. Because, like I said, it seems like that first jump you have to make, you know, because they made it difficult. You can, you know, you can kind of fall without falling all the way down. But it looks like the next two jumps you have to make, you are starting all over again. Wait, oh, I think I found it. Let's see it. Damn it. There we go. Alright, we got the hard hat. Have hat, will climb. Alright, let's do this. See, isn't that weird? It's like, oh, the sun had set and the moon was coming up, but now that we're back down on the bottom, Nate's like, or the sun's like, hello again. Here comes the Nate, doo-doo-doo-doo. Alright. Donkey poop. Yeah, can you imagine those naked donkeys just poop wherever they want? Alright, so like I said, what we're doing is, since we've already made it past the first checkpoint multiple times, we're just gonna take the stairs. Oh gosh, like I said, I do have to jump off a little earlier today, unfortunately, because, yeah, for those of you who hadn't heard, after many years of people telling me that, again, I have a great face for radio, that, yeah, I'm actually gonna be taking some voice acting classes. You know, some seminars on how to approach doing voice acting, and trying to not embarrass myself in the process. Yeah, TJ, thank you, man. You know how it is. It's just gotta try to be a little palatable in chat. All right. LJ says cheating. Well, hey, dude, like I said, we've been to the first checkpoint a whole bunch of times already. So just in the interest of time. Yeah, because like I said, I don't think this is really gonna matter in the long run, because those last 3 steps you have to make seem like they're virtually impossible. And again, if Mammon was here, he could kind of help me a little bit by becoming like almost like a human bridge of sorts. Oh, okay. Oh, okay. What? Hold on. Ooh. Okay. All right. Cool. Sorry, I just got some interesting news. God, it's getting warm in here too. Got my ceiling fan on. Might have to turn my. That's actually only 76. It was nice today. It's December and it was like 83 degrees today. Gosh, I remember this morning just, you know, going outside and it's like, wow, it's legitimately, it's like whatever it was when I got up. And just thinking, it's like, God, it's in the mid 70s in December. And it's like, yes, this, my friends, this is why I moved to Florida. Yeah, in Celsius, what is that? That's like, it was basically like 27, 28 Celsius this morning. And again, it does get kind of cold in February for like 3 days. You know, a couple uncomfortable days where I may have to put on a hoodie. Matt says not a good day to talk about weather. Why? Matt lives in New England, so yeah, it's probably kind of blustery and cold up there. Let's see. Yeah, so what, for LJ, for what it is for you, again, we have, people who back at different levels and things like that. So people who donate for like $50 or more, your name is going to be on the second set of people, for the stickers, and I put these on both doors on the inside, and then people, you know, who, donate $100 or more, you know, we put them as the backdoor backers, which you might be interested in, but yeah, and then, like I said, we have people who've gotten to create custom sponsor stickers and all that stuff. We've had the aircons on for the last couple of weeks. Yesterday we had a cooler one. Didn't need to put the aircon on in the PC room. Yeah, you know, that's the one thing I do kind of miss, is like having it be cold enough to where you could just crack a window, you know, and to cool your PC room or living room or whatever. But yeah, it stays pretty warm here. Oh, you got 4 inches? Oh, of snow. I see. Alright, yes, and again, as for the staircase thing, it's like, yeah, the only crossover point is at basically the first checkpoint. So, yeah, like I said, we've already gotten past that so many times. Let's see. Where is it? Oh, yeah, it's right up there. So, yeah, so I still have to go the other 2/3 of the way on foot on the mountain. But I can't believe we did it, though. We actually got to the end of the Manbreaker. Well, almost. Almost. But yeah, the last three or four big steps you have to take, those look like they're going to be exceedingly difficult. Difficult and not fun. Let's see, right about here, maybe? So yeah, there's a little crossover point. They even put a can right before you get to it. Alrighty, there we go. So that's the only quote-unquote shortcut for this thing, short of taking the stairs themselves. Also, can one of the mods give Henkin a shout-out? Yeah, go check out Henkin. Henkin will hopefully stream this game at some point. If you do stream it, Henkin, definitely get the multiplayer mod, see if you can get some people in there with you. I could bring you in and try to show you the ropes. I could shoot some ropes. Yeah, there we go. It said you needed to see parts. Yeah, parts of Nate jiggling. Psycho says, is at Henkin in the house? Yeah, he was hanging out here for a hot minute. All right, let's do this. Okay, now the worst thing to do right now would be to start rushing, right? Because it's like, oh, you know, I've already been here so many times, so let me just run through this quickly, and then you make mistakes, and then you really do fall all the way back down again, which I do not want to do. Speaking of which, yeah, just like that. Oh! Oh, no, God! Oh!
Why this?
I kind of jinxed myself on that one, didn't I? What if I was to put a time limit on you before I donate again? Better be rushing. Well, yeah, actually, I've actually got to jump off in about 20 minutes, so... Alright, let's do this. I actually will have to kind of hurry a little bit here. Alright, let's see. Where did my hat go? Oh. Let's see you. Alright, there we go. Alright, so yeah, I gotta see if I can get back up there. I knew I shouldn't have been rushing. Yeah, like I said, I do apologize, but today, tomorrow, and Thursday, I'll be jumping off. It'll be about basically just a half a stream, which is crazy that, you know, it goes by so quickly. Even after all these years, it still just flies by for me. I know, McBorder, but yeah, I'm taking a step into a bigger world. You know, for all the fun, like, think of all the No Man's Sky voiceovers I've tried to do, or, you know, to provide character voices for just dialogue-only games. Yeah, you know, I've been doing that for many years now, so hopefully this will potentially lead into doing some, you know, either for fun or for like a side gig, doing voiceover work. And again, I've actually done some voiceover work, but not for video games. I actually did some for phone greeting systems. You know, you call a company, they're like, press 1 to derp, press 2 to derp more, press 3 to wait on the line, and someone will be right with you. You know, stuff like that. Did that for a few companies, and then some machinima. But yeah, if I ever get a voice acting credit, even just one game, even if it's like the crappiest indie game ever, that'll be a bucket list item I can scratch off. So, but yeah, after putting it off for literally 11 years now, I think I finally decided to try to get into it. Yeah, but that radio... Yeah, exactly. Nobody's hiring me for my looks, that's for damn sure. It's all gone. Thank you for the 85 months. Alright, let's see if I can get back to the end of the Manbreaker. Like I said, if Mammon were here, he could help me. What he could do is, there's a way that you can create like a human bridge. And maybe that's cheating, but considering it's not cheating, it's teamwork, it's cheating. No, it's, that's cool. You learn how to do different accents and such. More about, potentially, yeah. I mean, typically, if you're trying to do accents, you kind of want to get a vocal coach. These are basically just some introductory level seminars on what it's truly like to, work in the voice acting arena. One thing to note is that there is a lot of competition, because who wouldn't want to voice cartoon characters, movie characters, video game characters, what have you? Even providing mouth-based Foley work, like stuff, just weird noises and things. But yeah, I mean, that's a lot of people do work in that arena. It's just, it can be hard to break into because there's just so many people who want to do it. It's like working in video games, there's a lot of people who want to work in video games, but you have to kind of stand out from the crowd to, one, get hired, and two, not get laid off. And even sometimes the best people in the industry still get laid off. So, but yeah, it's just something I want to at least try after, it's been, like I said, 10, 11 years that I've been streaming. And I've just had, thankfully, a lot of people say it's like, hey, why aren't you doing voices for video games? So, I could log in and help you, yeah. Not sure that would qualify as help, but you never know. Trying to do my own video game, but I'm working on the concept now, and that's fine. It all starts with, it could be a single idea jotted down on paper, a single sketch. So, yeah, but like I said, if I ever end up even with just one voice acting credit in a video game, I'll be pretty happy about that. Because, I've just been a gamer my whole life. And it'd be nice to have a credit in that regard. Teamwork makes the dream work. Yeah, exactly. It's just something I kind of enjoy doing for fun anyways, but, I can't say too much about it just yet, but I've actually I don't know how much I should say first, but I've actually no, I probably shouldn't talk about that just yet. Well, let's just say that things are in motion to where, yeah, if I do get cast, there are a couple games that I'm auditioning for already, if that makes sense. So if I get good news and I can actually talk about it, then I will. That's the last thing I want to do is be like, oh, it's like, hey, don't, thank you for auditioning. We also understand you spilled the beans about exactly what you were going to work on, so maybe not. You know what I mean. Just got to be respectful for NDAs and stuff like that. But like I said, if there's anything I've learned is that there are a lot of people who do auditions for voice acting work. So, well, we'll see. If it pans out, great. If not, then I'll just keep trying. Just remember, just like the catchphrase that I invented, never give up, never surrender. Some space movie might have beat me to that, but, it's fine. You can try RP servers just for fun. I used to love creating character voices while RPing. Yeah, that's something that people have said many times over the years. It's like, hey, how come you don't play on, say, Grand Theft Auto RP servers or World of Warcraft RP servers or any kind of RP server? It's like, I don't know, I guess I'm stupid. Sure, yeah. Yeah, Half-Life 3. Yeah, did you hear this week the constant rumor mill? People keep talking about Half-Life 3 being announced this month. It's just that will persist until the end of time. But yeah, some people are convinced that Half-Life 3 is actually being worked on, and we should be getting an announcement about it possibly at the Game Awards or sometime around the Game Awards. So we shall see. I wouldn't hold your breath if I were you, though. Look forward to hearing your work on Boner Bros 2 Electric Boogaloo. That's the next one for sure. Yeah, like I said, I actually recorded voice greeting systems for a Fortune 500 company at one point in my life. Well, one of the regional places anyways. Just a small side gig. Okay. Shit, I didn't go the right way. Whoops. I think I went the right way. I didn't go the right way. Whoa! Whoa! Alright, there we go. God, man, I'm just so, I mean, dude, who knows if I'll be able to beat it.
Grab Thar's hammer, what a dump truck.
You like that, Optimus? Yeah. Wow. Thank you, Draconis. That's awesome. That's great. What a it's so funny. Some TTSs, you know, they don't sound anything like the real guy, but that one does. That one sounds almost perfectly like the guy who does the voice of Optimus. What's that guy's name? Like Robertson or something like that? I can't remember his name, but God, that sounds just like him. That's just it. All you need to do is, you know, create, you know, do oh, that's fine. That's fine. That's fine. That's not fine. That's not fine. That's not fine. Oh, wow. Whee! Oh. Oh, God. Oh. Peter Cullen, yeah. God, now that guy's got a voice. Well, that hurts. Hey, look, I'm like dabbing, you know, dabbing to death. Gosh. Yeah, LJ, I guess so. The problem is, I think the hat got stuck somewhere. Yeah, where did the hat go? Not that I really need it, but yeah, I think it actually got stuck somewhere. Why the hell can't... noises! I know. I don't know. Can anyone can anyone go in the VOD and tell me where the hat landed? Because I don't. Ouch! I don't think it landed or fell all the way down. Let's take a look here. I mean, I don't need it. I just like wearing it because it makes me feel good. Oh, wait, hold on. We got it. Never mind. Hey, Stinky, welcome. Stinky, in my Twitch recap, you were one of, I think, you were in the top 10 most prolific viewers of the channel for 2025. It's not that much of a lucky hat. No, it really isn't. God, I can't believe I fell all that way. He's helped me down to collect it, sure. Yeah. Yeah, my PPE. My PP. Alright, so you can see, now can you understand why taking the stairs, at least just to get to the first checkpoint, isn't really cheating, because there's so much opportunity to fail even before then. And the first checkpoint, you know, you don't even fall that far, so might as well just take the stairs. But again, I don't get the achievement as long as for taking the stairs, as long as I don't get all the way to the top. Alright. Yeah. Alright. Yeah. I mean, there is something to be said. It's like, okay, but did you make it to the top from the bottom of the rocks without using the stairs? I'd be like, yes, with an asterisk. It's like I did climb the whole. Ow! Oh God! Did you hear him like smashing his toenails against the metal? Oh. Happens if you go to the top of the stairs. It triggers, from what Mammon said, it triggers both an achievement and a cutscene. Where your character, you know, because you said that you weren't going to take the stairs. When you play as Nate, you say that you're going to take the man beater, you know, hiking path as opposed to the stairs. But the way this works is you can climb a third of the stairs to get to a crossover point. And again, I've already climbed the rocks plenty of times to get to the first rest point, or the first, like, yeah, rest area, I guess you could say. And it's not exactly easy doing this. I make it look easy, but that's because I've got about 40 hours in this game now. Because, you know, you have to turn, click, turn, click, turn, click, turn, click. It's actually a little harder than it looks. Alright, So chat, can I make it? Can I make it to the? Can I make it back before time runs out? Alright, my... Oop, that's a couple more stairs. I can show you a squirrel. He can show you his squirrel nuts. Alright, there we go. Okay. So like I said, all it does is it kind of gets you to the first checkpoint without having to do the whole first section all over again. Not that big of a deal. Okay, here we go. Just saves, it saves maybe 5 minutes. Or less. Oh! Oh. Golly. Jeez. It's like he should be a corpse at this point. I'll tell you, like I said, it's fun when people want to chip in, but I mean, odds are good. Odds are good. Oh man, now I actually really do have to hurry. Alright, I don't want to be late for class. Yeah, it's like Rodney Dangerfield and Back to School. Except I'm a sweaty fat guy wearing an orange onesie. It's so gross how sweaty he gets too. I was watching last week's VOD, and I'm happy to see you're still at the Manbreaker. Dude, Leo, if you're just now tuning in, I actually got to the end. Well, there's like 2 or 3 really terrible gaps that you have to clear, but I did it. We actually saw where the end of the Manbreaker is. So I've gotten to the end, but I haven't beaten it yet. Yeah, Mammon, Mammon, I'm sorry, Stinky Mammon updated it to where the character spins a little faster now, which I think that's probably a more accurate speed. Now we could climb all the way up to almost the top of the stairs, but I'd hate to trigger the ending. Well, not the ending of the game, but you know, just there's a cutscene apparently that triggers once you get to the top of the stairs. But I'd feel so stupid if I accidentally activated it. I would feel so very, very terrible. Maybe. La da 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 da. The constant shuffling you hear. It almost gets a little dizzying going up this spiral. Oh yeah, there's my reminder on my phone. All right, Chad, I've got one more shot at this to get to the end of the Manbreaker if I can, and if possible, we may have to pause. Yeah, look, am I? God, this thing takes forever. I didn't pass it already, did I? No. It's interesting though that once you get to the top, like sort of top of the Manbreaker, you can see that there are other stairwells. There's more than one. That's why I generally pick female PCs if I can. If I'm looking at arse, it may as well be female. You're saying you don't enjoy that sweaty cake that. Yeah, look at that. Oh, yeah, there you go. He's also got moobs, you know? Yeah, like it's so jiggly. That's why, I mean, like I said, that's why I've really enjoyed this game. Oh yeah, hold on, there it goes. Oh no, it's covering up the cake! No! Uh-oh. Oh, hold on. There we go.
Lizard.
There we go. I was trying to move the camera. All right, here we go. I gotta pick up my hard hat. Phew. Guardian Fox says, what did I join to? This is a game called Baby Steps, and I'm trying to get to the top of this mountain. But easier said than done. I'm trying not to take the stairwell all the way up, just to the, just over to like the crossover point, so I can... Golly. We had a lot of those today. Alright, here we go. Just getting to the crossover point. I'm trying to go as quickly as I can because I actually have to jump off a little early today. It was a pleasure being with you all again for the time being. All right, here we go. I think it's got to be right about... You're right about there.
Ready, man. Check it out. I am the ultimate badass. State of the badass.
Alrighty. T-Bone, thank you for the 87 months. Okay.
Fuck.
All right, here we go. We can do it though. Look, we've seen the end of the Manbreaker, not the game. I actually don't know what happens once we get past the Manbreaker. I'm assuming a couple of cutscenes and then apparently the ending of the game. Because I have to be honest, I follow the Baby Steps account on Twitter, and they kind of spoiled, not super spoiled it, but they kind of showcased that yeah, there's an easy way apparently to get to the ending of the game, and there's also a very, very, very difficult way where there's a lot of opportunity for, you know, lost progress, kind of like this, except a little different. It involves, like, apparently to get to the top of the mountain, there's 2 different ways you can go. One way is relatively not difficult. The other one is like really, really brutally difficult. It's just to see, you know, if you can do it, you know, prove your prowess to see if you can take the road less traveled, Robert Frost style. Or path less traveled. Remember that? No. Ooh, Chad, I almost screwed up just then. There we go. There we go, Nate, buddy. No, it's okay, LJ. Don't worry about it. Like, I mean, like I said, this is. I think this is the second section, and we've gotten past the second section a few times. I mean, granted, you know, falling now would not be fun, but you know, it's we've actually successfully gotten to the end of the Manbreaker. We just haven't finished the Manbreaker. You know how to make the reservation, you just don't know how to hold the reservation. Now, sometimes I can one-shot this rock, no problem. Sometimes I get tripped up here. I don't think you do. There we go. Yeah, that's the little secret there. Okay. It's just a big fat guy climbing a mountain, chat. What's wrong with that? Nothing. Absolutely nothing. Okay. This is also kind of a leap of faith right here. Okay. Dude, this guy, he was hanging on by his toenails, this guy. Whew. So you fell down at the end? Yes, yeah, Captain Leo, courtesy of a certain LJ in chat who very graciously donated another 25 bones for a Bean Boozled and a fall, and it was a fall literally at the end of the Manbreaker. Of course, when you see what the end of the Manbreaker looks like, you're like, holy crap, if I can get there again. God, I've only got about like 5 minutes though, so... Oh, that's not gonna work. Woo! Take a little stutter step there, you see that? Alright, chat. Can I do it? Can I get to the end of the Manbreaker again in 5 minutes? I'm trying to go a little fast here. If I can get to at least the next checkpoint, that would be nice. I can always pause and yeah, we'll continue this tomorrow. Hey, there's the pizza box that we knocked over. Yeah, there's like a trolley pizza box thing where it looks like you can stand on it, but as soon as you stand on it, you fall. So I was not fooled by the pizza box. In fact, let's do this. Oh, let's see. Here we go. Oh. Oh, oh. Oh, Nate, get off the pizza box. Yeah, there we go. Kick that thing off the mountain. Okay, it's funny how the way they place the spiral staircase, it almost like taunts you as you're going up, right? Because you're like, it would just be so much easier just to take the stairs. But again. Yeah, I think the server, LJ, I think the server reset because the banana peel was back. I don't know if you caught that, but yeah, you'll see it here in just a moment. The banana peel actually is back. Let's see. Okay, there we go. Making some good progress. Yeah. Ah. Take that, man-breaker. So though it is weird though that the sun sets based on how high. Basically, as you go up, the sun sets it. Here we go. I'm going a little fast through here. Of course, I've been through here probably about a dozen times now. Okay, so we're almost at the second checkpoint. Maybe we could just pause at the second checkpoint, huh? You think that would be smart? Like I said, I'm trying to stream up until the last minute here. Hey, there you go, little bunny hop. All right, so we've officially made it to the snow, but there's, I guess you could kind of consider this to be the second checkpoint. Yeah, when it transitions from light to darkness. Oh. I mean, I don't want to toot my own horn here, Chad, but it almost feels like I've gotten a little better at the game. You know? God, because I think about, like, the first... It took me 40 minutes to climb one small piece of rock to get a cup. There's a pose for you. Dun, da, da, da. And now it's like I'm climbing up the... like a sheer mountain face, like a damn obese mountain goat. Alright, there we go. There's the green penis. Alrighty. Okay, let's see. Here it goes. Oh, no, Nate. Oh, woo! Okay. Alright, so chat, this is it. This is the third and final phase. So yeah, actually, you know, I made kind of short work of that, you know? I mean, like I said, I did take a little bit of the stairs just to, you know, kind of speed things up. But yeah, I mean... Mammon said it took him... he's better at climbing than I am in this game. He had said it took him 2 full days, you know, of like his free time to be able to beat the man beater. Okay, so here we go. Yeah, actually, man, I actually got up here pretty quick, all things considered. Okay. There's a bit of a sketchy hop right about here. Or not here, it's like coming up. I think this is where they had like the troll pizza thing. There was a pizza box here. No, it was not here, it was on the next one, to make you think that you could stand on the pizza box when you really couldn't. Here we go. Alright, so, whew. God, like I said, once you've done it a few times, the man-breaker doesn't really seem that bad. It's just the very end is atrocious. My feet up here. I like to... Okay, here we go. Oh. There we go. Yeah, man, see, I'm kind of making it look easy. You can see, though, the higher you go, the more the sun sets. Alright, get over there, Nate. Bit. Oh, crap. Yeah, this is where we have to kind of scooch sideways. There's these hand-holdy parts, you know, like all this safety gear stuff, but you can't use any of it. Nate can't use his hands in this game, except for picking up objects. No climbing, because he apparently has issues with grip strength. And I actually, dude, that was, I have to be honest, man, I made really good time just then. Alright, so there we go, there's the moon, the sun has set, we've got the moon. Oh shit, I got about 4 minutes before I need to jump off for my class. Okay, alright, here we go. God, it's like, why were you, excuse me, Mr. Richard, why were you late today? It's like, you know, because I was like a fat guy in orange pajamas.
Oh, crap.
Oh, crap. Alright, here we go. Let's go ahead and climb up this guy. Let's do this. Alrighty, so chat, this is it. This is the end. This is it. This is the end. So, All right, chat. Like I said, unfortunately, I really do actually have to jump off now. I'm really kind of pushing my luck here, but so this is it. This is the end. So I have to go. To that rock, to that log, to that little piece of metal, to the next ledge, and then there's a little gap. So there's like, yeah, it's like 1, 2, 3, 4, maybe 5. If I can beat those 5, little jumps, we've defeated the Manbreaker. Is your class online? Yeah, it's an online class. So you were right. The Checkers Burger is very good. Oh, really, Avalon? You got one already? Okay. It's stressful. Yeah, but look at this. Yeah, so, okay, so chat, let's do this. I am going to simply pause here, and then on tomorrow's stream, we'll see if we can defeat the Manbreaker, and then hopefully Mammon will be able to jump on and, we can do this together. We can do it together. So, okay, it's just, yeah, I gotta show up in like 3 minutes, so. Alrighty, well, thank you so much. Thank you, LJ. Thank you, everyone who did, lots of Tangy alerts for today, lots of trolley stuff as well, so that's fun. I gotta save and quit for now. 6 speed. I know, Nat, did you see that? I mean, I have to be honest, I kind of powered through that mountain. I bet there's like speedrunners out there that speedrun either the whole game or they speedrun, from like the bottom to the top. But yeah, I actually got up there pretty quick, didn't I? I was like, yeah, I've got 5 minutes left, and sure enough, I actually got to that point with 5 minutes. It took me, like, the first time just getting to, like, the first checkpoint took over an hour. Okay, I'm gonna be late for class. I know. So, all right, thank you, everyone. Like I said, I just picked up, I literally bought, like, $1,000 worth of race car components yesterday. Got a new oil cooler, DSG cooler, hood vents. So all the funding that people are sending in, a couple bucks here and there, lots of bean boozleds. It is going towards the race car project. And like I said, hopefully when I give everything back, everything should be done by the end of next week. I'll be sure to take some photos and pictures. And then also I will be sure to share... I want to do a test stream, like a test live stream from the car. So hopefully you guys can help me with that. But, all right, well, yeah, that's it for me. I guess I should probably just jump off for now, and I will see you all next time. Tomorrow's stream, 4 p.m. U.S. Eastern. I might try to go live maybe a little earlier, because it's going to be kind of half stream. But, all right, everyone, take care. I will see you on tomorrow's streamy stream. Thank you so much, everyone, for the raids. Tangent and Dread Captain James as well. Yarr, BT. A fine time we'll be having, yarr.